Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. Ugh, let me see if I can fix this a bit. Welcome everybody. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits says, "You're late, Hannah, and you didn't bother to show up yesterday. Have these bits as a sign of my disgust with you." Xandris, thank you for rating. Banaya Twinkie, thank you for following. Ashiboo 74 with 50 bits. Yay, Hannah, you look beautiful today. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nearest Crowhill, thank you for 20 bits. Enter the Hannah. Max Kothman, thank you for following. Welcome, everyone.
Right,
if you missed the last few streams, by the way, I do need to point out that I have changed the format in which I do bits messages. I will still read them if you do a bits message, of course. However, I'm going to be doing those at specific intervals throughout instead of exactly when I get them, so I don't have to keep, every 30 seconds stopping to read them. I will, of course, read them just at specific periods, except for the beginning of the show where I'll just read them as they come in before we actually get into the videos. Probably a Lannister with 20 bits. Can't stay long, but happy to be here. Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. Compliments on the music lately. It's been catching, I've mostly been catching the VODs, but I love it. Yeah, it's called, if you just search Electro Swing on YouTube or whatever, that's the genre. By the way, Squid, thank you for sending me a couple of books. Related to conspiracy theories that I'm gonna have to read. This one is entitled Suspicious Minds, Why We Believe in Conspiracy Theories, which I assume will go into sort of the psychology of conspiracy theories. I'm very interested in reading that. And then we have the $1 trillion conspiracy, how the New World Order, man-made diseases, and zombie banks are destroying America. So I assume that will be a ridiculous conspiracy-laden book that will just be fun, and I'll maybe share some snippets of it with you guys on stream once I get through it. So thank you very much, Squid. I appreciate the gifts. Captain Rose with 20 bits. I'm still awake and still high since last stream. Keep it moist and meaty. Wow, you're still high, meaning you have been high since Saturday, maybe Sunday. You've been high since Sunday? That's not bad. A Colston in 20 bits. Tesla is so overvalued that it's been bringing the S&P 500 down. They shouldn't have put it in. They shouldn't have put it in the S&P 500. I don't know why they did that. That was a bad move, but whatever. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Your bunnies approve of blankets on the floor. Then there's a link. Cute. Cute bunnies. Oh, it froze. Hi, kitty. I can hear you. Where are you? Hi. Would you like me to open this so you can jump up?
I'm gonna mute this for a second.
Two cases of confirmed fraud by Republicans. And there's a link. Officials finally found a case of a dead person voting, accusing a Republican of pretending to be his dead mom to vote for Trump. Yeah, did you see that? They found voter fraud. It was Republicans.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
They were voting for Donald Trump. Funny how that works. It's always projection. You ever notice that? What's up with that? Of course, get your bingo cards ready. We're going to be doing, Tinfoil Tuesday bingo, as per usual. Whoever is the first person to get bingo, I'll go ahead and gift you a bingo sub. So yeah, definitely check that out. What else? Let's see what we're taking a look at today here on Tinfoil Tuesday. We have, a music video about chemtrails. We have an anti-vax person saying the COVID vaccine will make you go to hell. We have Owen Benjamin talking about harassing someone for telling him to put on a mask. We have another anti-vax person saying that the vaccine is the mark of the beast. We have some flat earth drama, inter-flat earth drama between two different flat earthers. We have this guy talking about a kids show that he thinks is promoting vaccines, which it might be. Vaccines are a good thing. We have Nathan Thompson looking at memes about himself. We're on a hype train, by the way. Level 1, 86%. Get me up to level 5 so we can don the tinfoil armor. We have a call for an uprising talking about children getting vaccinated. We have the fourth part of Reckless Ben's series where they are pranking Nathan Thompson. We have, and that's it. That's what I have on deck. I don't know if we'll get to all of it, because it's actually quite a bit today, but I'll do my best. Let me get to some of these bits messages and stuff, because we are on a hype train, so we're doing a lot. Let me see. That guy 21312 with 50 bits. Can we cover the Owen Benjamin mask rant yet? I need people to share this insane tinfoil with. Yes, I actually have that pulled up. I vetted it, and it's not anti-Semitic, so that's good. He tends to get a little anti-Semitic. Ooh, Batty Bell, thank you for gifting 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you. Dude Spanking Dudes with 20 bits. Can we please do a Chud Watch Christmas edition tomorrow? Again, if I can find videos, but I don't know if there'll be enough Christmas-related videos for that. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. I can read lips, so I know Baja really told you she got rid of the problem and buried it in the yard. You got us. Cryptic Gabriel, thank you for resubscribing with a 2-month streak, says, I'm a little messed up over the fact that I'm spending Christmas and most likely New Year's alone this year, but your streams help me cope with it. Your VODs also help me through the work night a ton. Thank you for brightening up my days, Hannah. I'll actually probably be streaming on Christmas, so if anyone else is spending Christmas alone, you can spend it with me, at least for a few hours. I think we're gonna watch some, like, public domain Christmas stuff. Just hang out and have a good time. So if you want to come to the stream for that, then I will be around. That XY girl with 50 bits says, I sent the account of one of the last Sovereign Citizen court audio video from Saturday's stream to your Twitter DMs. Ooh, sweet. Okay, thank you. The Otaku X, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Also, sod off to multiple people. None will take over me on the bits chart. Sure, Tucker White. Sure they won't. And Wreath with 110 bits. Take the rest of my bits right now. Thank you. MW1642 with 200 bits. Thank you. Antipodian Squid with 200 bits. Thank you. That guy 21312 with 50 bits. You're great. Don't stop. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Start with Chemtrails. Batty Bell, again, with the 10 gift subs. Thank you again for that. Koya Tree with 100 bits. Take the rest of my bits. Probably a Lannister with 20 bits. +1 for your streams and VODs getting me through work. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. And a departure from my cynical pessimism for a message. I'd like to wish everyone a merry war on Christmas, TM. Batty Bell, thank you for gifting another sub. And then Captain Rose with 100 bits. Savage's Hulk with 20 bits. Thank you so much for these streams, Hannah. Of course, thank you for coming to them. Antipodian Squid with 50 bits. You can't goad me into a bits battle today, Tucker. That's a shame. I enjoy those bits battles. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Barefoot Waifu. It goes on like that. You get it. Captain Rose with 20 bits. F, I didn't mean to give you that many bits. You're lame. Colossus TV with 80 bits. I stab at thee. Jalen Jean with 20 bits. With a bunch of little dancey emojis. Whew. We're already at 4% of the level 5 hype train. Will we do it today, chat? Will we get to the level 5 hype train 100%? I believe in us. I believe in us. Why do I always try and read Tucker's messages? For funsies. Sometimes I don't. A lot of the time I do, though. It's a bit message. That's how it works. I'm gonna read them. I try and read them when I can, unless it's inappropriate or making fun of someone's looks. That XY girl with 50 bits, when we have a submission for your pursual, do you prefer a Twitter private message or to be tagged, just to make sure I did it right? DM would be better, probably, because I get a lot of ats, so they get buried very easily, and I don't necessarily see them. Where did my tinfoil glasses go? They gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, they're over there. Let me go grab them. I'll be right back. Don't laugh. I am both wearing a dress and pajama pants under the dress. It looks stupid, but it's fine. You're only supposed to see from here up. So I didn't think it through. There's the hammer, here are the glasses, here's the vest. Let's see. Let me get back to the bits messages. AW Ghost 82 with 50 bits, thank you. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. That's when she doesn't miss my bits messages, which she does a lot. Antipodian Squid with 50 bits. Gotta have fun in life. Read the nonsense messages and enjoy life, Hannah. Tucker White 94 20 bits. Ha 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 ha. The Creeping Darkness with 21 bits. Having a terrible day. Tired, blue on my trailer, so glad to catch you tonight. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. That XY girl with 50 bits. It's a cute look. Savage's Hulk with 20 bits. That sounds comfy though. It is comfortable. Jalen Jean with 20 bits. If wearing a dress and pajama pants isn't trans culture, then what is? And then Batty Bell. Thank you for gifting a sub. We're at 31% of the hype train. With, yeah, now we're at 47% because Clockwork Van gifted a sub. Thank you. There's the vest that's going to ruin how nice my dress looks. And then we're gonna do the glasses. Got this. I got this. I can put this. Okay, which way am I gonna have these? This way, probably. That'll work. Does Twitch get any part of Streamlabs donations? No, they don't. I get all that, except for PayPal fees if it goes through PayPal. There we go. Glasses, not bad, not bad. Kaz84 with 100 bits. I have reason to believe that the hat is made out of aluminum, not tin. Hashtag teach the controversy. Hashtag fake news. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. With the vest, you're now a redneck tran. Okay, fine. The Creeping Darkness with 20 bits. Pants are evil. I don't know about that one. Vest is bisexual culture. We're at 52% of the level 5 hype train with 40 seconds left. Will we do it? We're very close. Hi, kitty. The kitty's right down there. You can't see her, which is unfortunate. Maybe she'll come up and grace us with her presence today. The Profane Priestess with 145 bits. I require tinfoil hype. 57% with 20 seconds left. Ooh, kitty? Yeah, I know. Lupine, come and be on stream. She'll come if she wants. I could have worded that better. Cast Iron Pan, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs, bringing us over the top to over 100% of the level 5 hype train. We did it, everyone. We did it. This chat, the best community on Twitch. The Ender 92 with 70 bits. Good, here are the rest of my bits. I'm just going to be donating my sub money like that from now on, so I'm sick of supporting this platform, but still want to support you. Okay, well, thank you. Either way. Clockwork Van with 100 bits, thank you. Yeah, everyone go pss, 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 so Lupine will come on camera. Come on! I don't know if she can get up, because normally there's like a chair or a table here, but it's not right now. She might figure... What if I do this? Come on, Lupine. Jump up on me. Come on. Yeah. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, yeah. We did it, folks. Cat achieved. Hi, kitty. We're just gonna... This is the cat petting section of the stream. We're just gonna pet the cat before we get to the tinfoil. Clockwork Van, thanks for the 100 bits. The Creeping Darkness, the 20 bits. That is very cute dress. Thank you. It has pockets. It has pockets in it. Yes, kitty. You can be the stream kitty, although you're not on camera. You don't have great camera presence. You don't know where it is.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Elysium 9, thank you for following. I assume that's a follow for the kitty. Which is fine, I understand. I'm a simple person. I see a cat, and I hit the follow button. Jalen Jean with 20 bits. Biddies for kitty. Koyatrice says they're allergic to kitty. It's okay. Her dander cannot reach you through the computer. Her dead skin will only live in my house. That makes it... That's a creepy way to say that. Anyway, we should probably get to the actual content of the stream. Let me turn this music down, or I guess I should just turn it off since we're over the intro portion of the stream. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. As we always do, make sure you get your bingo cards ready. If you do exclamation point bingo in the chat, you can go ahead and get your bingo card, and whoever gets the first bingo will go ahead and get gifted a sub by myself. You could also gift it to the community. Just tell me if you'd rather me just give it to a random person. But it's okay to be selfish here. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. So, let's get ready. What should we do first? Tough decision. This is kind of crazy, so I think I want to deal with this first. Tucker White 94 with 40 bits. Get back in line, MW 1642. Second place is mine. Congrats on the second place. Alright, like I said, through the rest of the stream, I'll be doing bits messages at periodically. So it'll just sort of depend, you know? I'm not going to do them right away. But I will get to them. I promise.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Oh, the thing's still going. It's still cycling through subscriptions. Let me give it a second to do that before we start on the next thing. You okay, kitty? Do you want down? I can help you.
There's nothing
She
funny
looks like
about
she
the
wants to
tools
jump
of
off the desk,
capitalism.
but she's like... There we go. Good job. Good job, kitty. Very dexterous. Okay, so...
There's nothing funny about the
Wonder
tools
how many
of
more
capitalism.
subscription things it's going through. Just giving it a second. Does the lupine hate tankies? I assume she does, if she knew what a tanky was. I think most people hate tankies and Nazbuls and stuff. There's lupine hate? No. Tiger White 94 and back in line. Get Antipodian Squid. First place is mine. Thanks for the bits. Okay, I think I can probably get to the actual meat now of the show.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Antipodian Squid says, I feel I should apologize, or at least let you know everyone kept asking me for Spirit Science Bingo, and I eventually caved, but I felt it was stealing your thing. I don't know if anyone knows this. I did not invent the game of bingo, so it's fine. Anyone can do any sort of bingo. I'm not the first person to do something like this either. Someone else I know online, I didn't know this at the time we started doing tinfoil bingo, but there's actually someone who does sovereign citizen bingo. So, like, no one owns the concept of bingo. Right on. If you want to do spirit science bingo, that's fun. Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. F off, Ducker. Fight, fight, fight. Okay, for serious. I'm done doing the bits messages until I do them in chunks in a little bit. So the first thing I wanted to do was look at Owen Benjamin. Owen Benjamin is an individual who is not a good guy. He's a conspiracy theorist. He thinks the earth is flat. He doesn't believe in dinosaurs. But none of those things inherently make you a bad person. They make you incorrect, but they don't necessarily make you a bad person. Unfortunately, he's also a Holocaust denier and, how do I put this? An anti-Semite. So he's a bad guy for those reasons. Anyway, here's his video bitching about how he gets told to wear a mask and how he harasses people when they tell him to wear a mask.
I go to my post office and there's this crusty old liberal lady with her mask on, and she says you have to wear a mask, but really it sounds more like, and I go, no, I don't. Bear in mind, there's like 10 people in the lobby area of the post office all wearing masks, and then she starts getting really uneasy. And I go, and then I pulled out the classic. Masks are for criminals and perverts. Which one are you, lady?
What a brilliant false dichotomy. Masks are for perverts and criminals. Which one are you? I would imagine, and hey, you shouldn't harass people, but it is a little funny, the idea of some kindly boomer lady trying to get someone to wear a mask and being confronted with the most ridiculous false dichotomy in the history of false dichotomies. It's a little bit like that thing middle schoolers used to do, where they'd come up and they'd be like, do your parents know you're gay? You know, like it's a question with no great answer. No, masks are not for perverts or criminals, although I'm certainly there probably are some criminals and perverts who wear masks. Masks are a thing because we're in the middle of a global pandemic and they help contain the spread. They help mitigate the spread to a certain extent, and that's good because, as it turns out, diseases, this one in particular, kills people. In the United States, it's killed over 300,000 people so far. We're having 9/11 level death tolls every day. So you should just, I don't know, put it on and stop trying to be like a special little snowflake that's like, I'm an independent person. I'm not going to put a cloth around my mouth. Why? Why do you think the world wants to share spit with you? They don't. Put a mask on, please.
And so then she starts to leave. She's saying she's a doctor and she knows more than me. I go, you ever committed an abortion? You're a baby murderer. And even if you haven't slit the spine of a baby yourself and sold the parts off like fucking scrap metal, you agree with it. You don't stand up against it, do you?
That's an extreme escalation very quickly. I'm a doctor. Oh, have you committed an abortion? Maybe. It's a medical procedure. It's not really any of your business. whether or not that doctor has performed that particular procedure before. And also, it's a complete non sequitur to the actual topic at hand, which is the fact that infectious disease is something that we understand, and we know that PPE, like masks, can help contain the spread, or at least, again, mitigate it. So, maybe listen to medical professionals and don't go off on tangents about your pro-life stuff when it has absolutely nothing to do with it, especially considering you're unwilling to even wear a little cloth on your face to help protect the lives of other people. Don't pretend you give a shit about the life of a fetus.
Yeah. Now scurry the fuck home, and don't you ever tell me to cover my face again. Ever. And everybody that just witnessed this knows better next time. And if you try and call the cops, they know that you're the people calling them all racist and try to defund them. They're not going to enforce any of this shit. They don't even enforce burglaries anymore.
That's definitely untrue. If you break into someone's house and you steal their things, the cops will come and find you if there is evidence. Don't do that. Don't burgle. The cops arrest people for burglary quite regularly. Don't know why he thinks burglars aren't being held to account when there's evidence that they've done the thing.
Have fun. If masks work, I don't need to wear one, you stupid old bitch. Oh, you call me a bitch. You're trying to muzzle my mouth. I'm not afraid.
No one's trying to muzzle your mouth. You can talk with a mask on. I do it regularly.
You. And guys, the cops are not against us. Crusty, dirty old baby boomer bitches who have cuck husbands that do everything they say and then say, oh, did you ever do an abortion, lady? Just the black babies, though, huh? Is that how you sleep at night? You racist old bitch. I got the dirty bitch to leave in her little Prius. And I made sure she saw me look at her car. You know, if she wants to try and fuck with my life, it's very important that you let them know you know who they are as well.
So he's harassing this woman and following her to her car to intimidate her, which is a crime. Don't do that.
And I go, I know who you are too, bitch. I shouldn't have yelled it, but it's better just to show that you know who they are. And keep calling her a pervert too, you old dirty old pervert. I'm not your cuck husband. I don't have to listen to you, bitch. Now get the fuck away from me. I came home and I was like a little sheepish. I was like, Amy, what's your doctor look like? Just to make sure that my super pregnant wife's doctor wasn't the one I just alienated. I had a hilarious mask interaction, and this woman was like, I'm a doctor. And I go, you ever perform an abortion? You ever perform a circumcision? And she started walking away from me. Because after yesterday's hilarity of massive for criminals and perverts, which one are you, lady? Oh, I'm a doctor. You ever perform an abortion? Look at me in the eye. I now look forward to it.
Jesus Christ. So that's a short one, but I just wanted to point out that Owen Benjamin is a crazy person. Again, I already vetted this video prior to watching it just to make sure, because he has a propensity to go off on anti-Semitic rants. He's a bad dude. So, congrats if you're an anti-masker. You hold similar opinions to a literal Holocaust-denying anti-Semite. So cool. You're nailing it, guys. Let's see what we're gonna do next. Let me see if there's anything on the bingo card that we would have gotten from that. Also, I'll do some of these bit messages too. Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. F off Tucker, lol. Tucker White 94. What do abortions have to do with masks? What does point A to point B? Yeah, it's a complete non sequitur. Enreath with 20 bits. Ah, yes, make sure you have a breakdown and loudly threaten people in public because they asked you to wear a mask. Yeah, that's usually good. I always forget to reset this at the end of every week's Tinfoil Tuesday. I don't think we actually got anything, did we? Unless you guys see anything. Not research, not vampires, not word salad, not gay agenda, not anything. Yeah, I don't think we got anything. That's cool. Quasi Shuffle Kitty with 20 bits is the ambassador of our satanic father Baphomet. I have a diplomatic immunity to commit abortion. And then Daddy Sume says, sup, baby, Daddy has arrived. Welcome, Daddy Sume. Oh, I forgot the uwu. Gotta get the uwu in there. Tiger White 94, I think that's not how science works. I don't think he was claiming anything scientific, so I don't think that counts. He was making a moralistic argument against abortion. not a scientific argument. And I don't think it was word salad. Everything he said was comprehensible. It was stupid, but it was comprehensible. I don't think that was word salad. Sorry, I got done filming with Jake today, and I have a really bad habit of, like, when I'm around Jake, just out of habit, I bring my voice down lower. It's a bad habit I'm trying to break, and I'm still in that mode for the stream, so I apologize. He said if masks work, I don't have to wear one. That's not really a scientific claim. It's a normal habit. I know, I'm just letting you guys know. That's why. Circumcision counts as thinly veiled anti-Semitism? No, I don't think it does. I don't think so. In the United States, circumcision is done by most people, not just Jewish individuals. So. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. What are we going to do next? Let's do this. It's another short one. Today we got some shorter clips, but I find them funny, so I wanted to check them out. This is entitled Chemtrail Cowboy. It's a music video.
Spraying all day long, emptying my tanks on you while I sing this song. There's too many of you down there, that's what I've been told. You're off to meet your maker before you get too old.
For those who don't know, chemtrails are a conspiracy theory in which they believe that airplanes, if you've seen airplanes fly through the sky, you've probably seen they leave trails of what looks like clouds, basically. What it actually is, it's called contrails. What happens is it causes condensation on the wings, and it creates, like, vapor, basically. It's just water vapor. And a bunch of conspiracy theorists got together and decided that, oh, it's not actually just water vapor. It's a secret chemical that's being used for population control. Yes, get population control and chemtrails on the bingo card if you have them.
Yes, I'm a chemtrail cowboy, proud of what I do. Well, I couldn't care less for my family, and I don't give a fuck about you. And me, turning all your blue skies gray, the sun you'll never see. And if you have a problem with the mess we made, I'll tell you now I don't give a shit as long as I get paid. Yes, I'm a chemtrail cowboy, proud of what I do. Well, I don't care about the environment.
Again, it's water vapor. I need to reiterate, it is water vapor. It's fine.
When I get home each evening, there's nothing I like more.
What I don't get in this line of thinking, right? So according to this person, it's not that the pilots aren't told what's happening. They believe that there are actual people who know their job is to go and spread deadly chemicals to people or something through the airplane, right? Why would they do that? Because this isn't like a Nazi guard situation where they're just doing their jobs and it doesn't hurt them in any way. They're just, vindictively destroying the lives of other people. If you were someone who knew that there was a conspiracy and they were spreading, like, dangerous chemicals in the air, you breathe the air. You live that. You would also be a victim of the thing you're doing. There's no amount of money that you could pay someone to be like, hey, you want to help poison everyone, including yourself? It's stupid. It doesn't even make sense as a conspiracy.
And to sit by the pool with an ice cold beer, staring at the floor. 'Cause if I look up, I'm reminded of the terrible things I've done. Once you're in, there's nowhere Yes, I'm a chemtrail cowboy, proud of what I do. Well, I couldn't care less for my family, and I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, I'm a chemtrail cowboy, spraying over you. Well, I don't care about the environment, and I don't give a fuck about you. And when my mission's over and I'm knocking on heaven's door, maybe then I'll realize where I went wrong before. There's too many of you dying, victims of the mob. What I'd tell the devil and he'll agree that I was only doing my job. Yes, I'm a chemtrail cowboy, proud of what I do. Well, I couldn't care less for my family, and I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, I'm a chemtrail cowboy, spraying over you. Well,
That's literally just clouds. That's not even a contrail. That's just a kind of cloud.
I don't care about the environment, and I don't give a fuck about you.
Chemtrail cowboy, chemtrail cowboy, chemtrail cowboy, chemtrail.
Again, water vapor. This person has made an entire song about water vapor being evil, and they don't even understand, which is pretty sad. Okay, let me get to the bits messages again. Dragonfly says, hope I didn't miss much, just getting here. Not too much, we just did a couple short videos. Tucker White 94, 20 bits since we're on Chemtrails TM. I gotta link this, and then there was a link somewhere. Let me see if I can go back and find it. There it is. Oh, nope, can't play that. Nope. Don't leak me things that are copyright Disney. Come on, guys. You know this. Enreath with 30 bits. I just went to get the mail. Enreath with 30 bits. What the F is this? Terrible music video by a conspiracy theorist. Andrew Dickerson with 20 bits. Actually, you're both wrong. It's Chemtrails, and it's also for population control. The government wants to get all our women pregnant with lizard babies. Jalen Jean with 20 bits. Just watch out for more of these dangerous stem trails, Hannah. They destroy your conspiratorial thinking with facts and data. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Wait, it just said he does feel guilty, but he doesn't give an F? This song isn't even internally consistent. Hey, rhymes are hard, okay? Rhymes are hard, so sometimes you gotta rhyme things that don't make sense in your song to make it a song. Dr. Gamble with 20 bits. I find it ironic that one of the bad points for this pilot guy is he doesn't care about the environment, but the folks who believe this would also be in the same vein as those who think that global warming doesn't exist. Probably true. Conspiracy theorists are basically just really, really complicated, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh god. They believe the opposite of whatever is the mainstream because they want to feel special. What's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Is that a... Did you make me a tinfoil triangle hat?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love you. Contrarian, that's the word. Oh yeah. That
can't
pyramid
see it.
power. I can see it. The power of the pyramid. It bothers you that the subtitles are wrong. It says damn when it should say F. Yeah, it should. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. I won't lie, the song is catchy. It's like an old school country song. Ashy Boost 74, 20 bits. So he totally believes that there are people who exist who not only are cool with spreading deadly chemicals over everyone, but who love their job and hate everyone. That's why they do it. Okay, dude. Innsmouth Swim Team with 100 bits. Those were some premium dudes. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Counterculture. No, it was contrarian. Contrarian was the word I was looking for. Baha, you're the best.
I tried. Sorry about earlier.
Oh, it's fine. You're not wrong.
I just didn't. I didn't mean to make you feel so
It's okay. Let's see what else we have.
Could you go back to Streamlabs for a second? I want to see something. If you hover over... Nope, won't let you click it. But if you go into, like, if you click on somebody's name... Crap, you're not in... never mind. Basically, if you're in, like, mod mode on Twitch, you can, like, click on someone's name and then see all of their messages in this, and you would be able to find, like, their links easier.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, let's go to the bingo call sheet and get the stuff that we have. We have population control as a motive, forced sterilization. Do we have chemtrails on the bingo card? It's not something that gets marked off a lot.
I think there is.
Chemtrails, number 18. It sure is. So get population control and chemtrails on your bingo cards. Freezerburn says, Hannah, you and Baja are legit relationship goals. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Let's see what else we can do today. Let's do this one. We'll do a fun one. So again, if you saw our previous Tinfoil Tuesdays, you know about Nathan Thompson, infamous flat earther. He's been being pranked by a group of pranksters on the channel Reckless Ben here on YouTube. And this is part 4. I believe I make a guest appearance in this video as well. So let's take a look at Nathan continuing to get pranked.
How do you not see that you are being pranked so fucking hard right now?
Let's think. Which of these two groups of people is most likely to be dressed like a duck in a YouTube video? Harvard scientists or professional YouTube trolls? Take your pick, Nathan. It's a multiple choice question.
If you missed the first couple parts, let me explain briefly what happened. I guess I should for those who don't catch every Tinfoil Tuesday, or if this is your first one or something. Nathan Thompson, flat earther. Not the brightest bulb in the box. Also, we've seen a video of him screaming at his girlfriend and her daughter, so, morally questionable. Either way, these YouTube pranksters, Reckless Ben and his friends, got together, said they were Harvard scientists. They're not. They're YouTube pranksters. Got together and did a fake experiment to prove to Nathan that the Earth was round, which it is, but then pretended to prove the Earth was flat to see what Nathan would do. They were intentionally ridiculous about it. As their safety suits, they were wearing these rubber duck costumes and being like, oh, this will protect us from the magnetic waves. It's a bunch of nonsense. It's very funny. So... thank you, KF Logan, 1875, for raiding with a party of 6. Welcome, Raiders. So this video is just showing, you know, him dealing with believing that these Harvard scientists have proven the Earth is flat. They did not, obviously.
And you've got a 50% chance of getting it right.
Can you concede that was a false dichotomy fallacy?
It's not a false dichotomy.
Jim, you're not listening to what I'm saying. For the question, it was.
No, you didn't.
You are so boring. I don't claim.
Well, then fuck off, Nathan.
Gotta talk over. Can't let him answer.
Answer the question.
DM Trey, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community.
It's not a false dichotomy, even according to you.
Why are you so triggered, Jim?
I'm not triggered, Nathan. Why are you talking like this?
I was in the middle of talking, Jim.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What he presented was a false dichotomy fallacy.
It's definitely a false dichotomy fallacy.
Nathan made me look
I'm
stupid.
just asking you what you told me, but just answer the question.
How you feel.
If you don't think...
This is Nathan being talked to even by, like, flat earthers, fellow flat earthers of Nathan. Also, were telling him this is a prank. He was live streaming a lot of this, and a lot of people were like, Nathan, these people are pranking you. But Nathan is incapable of recognizing when he's wrong, so he just got deeper and deeper, like a sunk cost fallacy. It was very funny to see.
It's one of those choices.
You've got nothing interesting to say.
No need for me to interrupt you. I've just muted you. Now, off you fuck. Go on.
I don't think so.
Fuck off. There you go.
Did you cut yourself?
Oh, yeah, real bad when I was making your hat thing.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Well, I guess it's time for bed, Blake. I'm just gonna sleep right here. Keep it flat.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Do you guys want to hear the best part? Do you guys want to hear the best part? Hold on. I'll share the best part 1 second. They're calling me. Hey, yo. All right. Guys, the best part. Here's the best part. He got dumped by his flat earth girlfriend. She goes, I thought I told you to stop texting me. That's the first thing she said to him. I was dying laughing. I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. And so he FaceTimes her, right? I start popping my head in the video. And she goes, I've seen your YouTube videos, Nathan. Yes. And he goes, can we make it a date? And she said yes. And guys, I literally wanted to cry, dude. I wanted to cry. You can't write that stuff, guys. I saw her face, bro. I'm just having my freaking world rocked right now, dude. Like, so hard. I gotta go film, dude. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Nathan, you are being pranked by pranksters.
The flat earthers are seeing what the globe earthers are saying about us. Oh, but Nathan's in there, luckily. Oh.
Do you think there's any chance that these guys were trolling Nathan?
No, they're cool, bro. Our director got shocked from like 10 feet away from the magnet, bro. It was like... He was immediately like, dude, the suit saved my life. He was super stoked about the duck suit.
There's a kind of a weird vibe that people are getting that they're trying to just give a long troll to you.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I wish, bro. I wish, dude. People think I'm so stupid, I wouldn't be able to tell when Harvard students start trolling me.
I think, Nathan, people are concerned, like, that it's a prank.
Our documentary's legit, bro.
They're saying that these guys are prankster. They're supposed to be called Reckless Ben. I'm not sure if it's him. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what the opposition, that's their story anyway.
If you'd have done flat earth style research and jumped on YouTube to look up these two idiots, you would have saw they had a prank channel. Period.
This is me telling you as a globe earther, this is a joke.
I'm really good at telling if someone's lying or not.
I know you can tell when you're getting trolled.
You're definitely like from Harvard, bro.
I've got no troll feelings at all.
It wasn't troll. This looks legit.
That's what we are. We're skeptical until we actually show the evidence.
We're good, we're good. Oh, dude, you could always count on flat earthers to know the truth, dude. The truth is flat earth. Yeah, dude.
That's all they got, man.
Friggin' retards.
You guys think you're funny. You're not. You're just dumb.
We're pretty much hardcore flat earthers at this point, so we're trying to spread awareness. Flat earth is the way to go.
Everyone in the community is super triggered by everything you guys are doing. They think you guys are trolling me, that these guys might not even be Harvard students, that wasn't Guinness. The duck suits triggered everyone.
All right, should we go? Yeah, let's go to Venice, dude. I can't wait to see Nathan.
Globe with a Guinness World Record.
Yeah.
And now they're flat earthers. So you're Sammy Baptista? I've heard of you, bro. I've heard of you. If the Earth was a globe, the horizon would be dropping tangent to your feet vertically.
What's the name of the channel? It's Reckless Ben.
In every direction. And
they did a series on Scientology that I've heard is good. I haven't watched that yet, though.
That's not what we observed.
What's happening in both societies, dude? I'm nervous, man. Oh my gosh. What? The round earth community is literally just brainwashing the flat earth community right now, dude. The globeheads, they just brainwash the flat earthers to think that they're wrong. Well, they look like zombies. It's so clear, it's like I'm watching a cartoon.
Turns out that he's an internet prankster, a YouTube prankster. His name is Reckless Ben. This is what he does. He's not a Harvard student.
So it was a prank.
Oh, Nathan got fooled, therefore the Earth does not flat.
It's all fabrication, production, creation.
I just thought Nathan would get it right. I mean, I don't know.
What a scammer. The channel is full of infiltrating Scientology shit.
Apparently, I look exactly like this big YouTuber who recently infiltrated Scientology. Now everyone's confusing us for the same person. I have a question for you, Nathan. Do I look like a Reckless Ben? I even tried to go on a podcast to share the new findings, and...
Is that Reckless Ben? He looks a lot less reckless in that sweatshirt.
Reckless Ben's some weird YouTuber, I guess.
Stan Fisher from Harvard.
Couldn't be you. You dropped $30 on Harvard merch on Amazon. Reckless Ben?
Bitch, have you never seen a dick bat?
Ben Fisher.
What's a dick bat?
You couldn't be Reckless Ben. Reckless Ben puts out really shitty content. Reckless Harvard Ben.
I came to California to prove that the Earth is round, and in doing so, I actually proved that the Earth is flat.
You proved that the Earth was flat?
With magnets.
Who cooked up this shtick?
It's called Flat Earth by the Travel Channel.
No, none of this.
It really is frustrating, though, when you make a big discovery like this, and the people that run the podcast don't even listen to you because you look similar to a guy that puts pranks on YouTube.
It's really annoying that I'm putting so much into the Flat Earth community now, and I'm just getting ridiculed.
I guess he's walking around with some sort of dirty diaper, asking people to change his diaper. They thought that that was pretty trolly.
I made a poopy whoopy. Can you change my diaper?
My parents have always been always felt strongly about my education, but I've always had a passion for acting and comedy and drama and theater. Yeah, you guys found my YouTube channel. I make YouTube videos for fun under an alias of Blake Rozier. Still want to create, but I don't want my parents to find out about it. And it actually kind of pisses me off. I didn't mean to have these findings.
Oh, they're just prank videos. They're just kind of goofy, you know, but
they're dumb as fuck. It's just fun.
I'm not going to hold it against them. You know, everyone's got a past.
They misspelled official.
They misspelled the word official.
They had a fake Guinness Book of World Records because the experiment that they were doing, the fake experiment that they were doing as Harvard students, there's a lot of air quotes in that sentence, was that they turned a mountain range into the world's largest magnet. They didn't, of course, but they made Nathan believe that they turned a mountain range into the world's largest magnet using a laptop and some wires. And then a fake Guinness Book of World Records person gave them this certificate that spelled official wrong on it. Nathan isn't the quickest, but, you know, he's trying his best. That boy is trying his best.
Oh my god.
They apparently spelled stuff wrong.
The word official.
That person looked familiar.
Really?
One F. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
did you guys contact them?
He thinks it's real. It's so bizarre.
They graduated from Harvard.
So the first thing I would recommend doing now that you guys are open to Flat Earth and looking into it is call some friends, some family, your parents, and just let them know, hey, I think we're being lied to about the shape of the Earth.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey.
I believe that the Earth is flat now.
Honey, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Are you proud of me?
What are you talking about?
Don't tell Dad.
Don't tell Dad.
Don't tell anybody, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it just felt weird to do.
Isn't that weird that there is such a stigma against being a flat earther? Step 2 would just be look more into things. What else are we being lied to? There's a lot going on that we gotta talk to Ben and Blake about. If we came from chimps, then all the chimps in the zoo would eventually turn into people. So in millions of years, you would have to free the chimps in the zoo because they're now people. Keeping people caged up would be considered human trafficking, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Nathan doesn't understand evolution at all. And it's like, Nathan, just spend like 5 minutes on the Wikipedia page for evolution, or even a specific one about like the evolution of like earlier ancestors of both us and modern apes as they transitioned into both, you know, chimps and us in a line from hominids. Like, you could take 10 minutes, peruse the article, and you'd understand why what Nathan just said is not right. Like, he doesn't understand that evolution doesn't have an end goal. It's not like, oh, you get apes and then you get humans. First of all, humans are still apes. We're just like a different kind of ape. We're hominids. We're Homo sapiens, okay? But it's not like the monkeys in the zoo, their line is destined to turn into humans. They're not. They've evolved for the same amount of time we have. They just didn't evolve into what we are. They evolved into modern chimps and bonobos and different kinds of apes. I don't know. I don't understand why that's hard to grasp. And I don't even have, like, a good grasp, right? I'm not, like, I don't know anything about biology, but, like, that's a basic understanding of how evolution works and how we are where we are and how chimps are where they are, right? They're different. Whatever.
Do you think after millions of years the monkeys in the zoo are going to turn into people? That's what the evolution theory states. And that would be torture or human trafficking.
Hannah's an entertaining
Number 3, we could
homo.
definitely share.
You got that right.
With some people, and I'll show you guys how easy it is. You guys ever met a flat earther? All right, I'll be the first. I've been sharing Flat Earth for quite some time. I think the most effective way is to just be complimentary and genuine with your compliments. That guy has a globe cartoon on the back of his shirt. How embarrassing. That is so embarrassing.
Oh!
That was super embarrassing. Look at
There's nothing funny about the
falling on his ass. People love hearing nice things about themselves. Your shirt says you are a lost cause. Crybaby glowhead skating around in circles. What a goofball. Here's Robin.
Nathan found a megaphone. Is this the best way to get the information out there, you think?
Just sharing. Yeah. Sharing is caring. It's actually not that hard. Oh, okay, boss. You know space is space, though. Large bodies of water do not curve. Please don't make him angry. Okay, poor baby. Please don't make him angry. Oh, God. No problem.
Don't make my friend angry, please.
I love you guys. And it's not my fault you're triggered. This is America. Don't cry in North Korea. I don't care. I don't need...
Nathan is such a jackass. He's such a jerk.
Need a bullhorn, crybaby.
Hey,
Yeah.
Right on. It's never good to be the guy picking fights with people with a bullhorn at Venice Beach. Like, why? You could be all sorts of things. Why be that?
Dude, have a good one.
Are we making fun of Nathan or supporting the first one?
That guy is triggered. People get mad triggered by the shape of the Earth.
I am having fun spreading our discovery that the Earth is flat. However, it is getting a little bit repetitive.
Large bodies of water do not curve. 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 Large bodies of water don't curve. Large bodies of water do not curve. Large bodies of water don't curve. Large bodies of water don't curve. Large bodies of water don't curve. Large bodies of water do not curve. Large bodies of water do not curve. That was cool.
Large bodies of water curve because they're being pulled to the surface of the Earth by gravity. And over time, there's curvature to the Earth because the Earth is an oblate spheroid. So yes, the ocean curves. The Earth is just so big that you cannot see it with your naked eye at sea level, or even at, you know, most reasonable elevations. You need to be up very, very high to be able to see the curvature, because the Earth is huge, and we are very tiny.
It seems almost as if no one's even listening to what we're saying. What Nathan believes is that we're going after an audience that's already been brainwashed.
Kids are way more open than adults, guys. Yeah, so open. Every kid knows the Earth is flat. You gotta convince kids that they will want to spin involved. I call it red pill the youth. Get on some bikes and red pill the youth.
I was super excited.
Red pill the youth! That's my least favorite thing Nathan does. It's also the cop's least favorite thing Nathan does, which is probably why he got arrested for harassing children at a playground. Either way, you don't want to try and indoctrinate children into your ridiculous belief system, basically regardless of what it is. It's not a cool thing to do.
Go red pill the youth with Nathan, but he saw one of his favorite celebrities, Simon, and of course, we had to go talk to him before we went and red pill.
Hey Simon, you ever met...
Let's do a quick check on our bingo sheets to see what we have, because we already have a decent bit from this. We certainly have Flat Earth. We have, I'm gonna say the Matrix, because the Matrix doesn't understand the Matrix as a metaphor for being trans, doesn't come up a ton, so when red pill gets mentioned, I usually just knock that off, so that's okay. Do that one. I'm trying to see what else. That might be it. I don't think he mentioned his own research or anything. So, I think that's it. That's not how science works. We'll give you that. That's not how science works.
A flat earther?
I don't believe in that shit.
Not a belief, you can test it.
I don't want...
Oh, this is an actor, too. I don't know. I've seen this guy and stuff, but Nathan harasses him for, not believing in flat Earth.
I'll be on camera, but
see you later.
Simon was not interested in hearing about flat Earth, and I could tell it was crushing Nathan like Brianna crushed me.
Later, Simon. No big deal. Not everyone's gonna be interested, so what? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's go red pill the youth.
Red pill the youth.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you,
Nathan, come over here.
Large bodies of water do not curve.
This guy's a nightmare.
Space is fake. Astronauts are liars.
Nathan, come this way.
Pools and pools.
This way.
Yep. All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, the world is round.
Why do you think that? So, based on our conclusions yesterday, it's not round. It's really good, bro.
Ever since this Harvard bullshit, now even the idiots think he's a fucking jester.
It's pretty much everyone against Nathan Thompson now. The globe earthers have somehow convinced even the flat earthers that what we're doing is just a giant prank.
Oh, you got pranked. No, bro. Joke's on you, not me. So, cool story, Craig.
That's why Nathan's so smart. Even though everyone's taking all of this evidence and they're showing it to him right.
Are you okay? Okay. She sounded like she was choking. Just wanted to make sure. By the way, I don't think Reckless Ben or any of the other people necessarily watch the streams, although they've snipped a couple things from some clips that I've done before. But if they do happen to see this is very funny. I just want to say, good job. This is a very funny prank.
He still continues to reject it because he knows what's actually true.
Look at their YouTube channel, both of them. That guy Blake.
I didn't know they had YouTube channels.
No, I know, I know. I'm not
And
saying
I
that,
asked them
Nathan.
about it
Nathan,
today.
why? Why would you not think that if that's what?
Did I make myself the pyramid hat? Baha made it for me. She is stream producer extraordinaire.
I mean, there are freaking pranksters. It's everything. It's the fact Guinness came out with a world record that they misspelled the word official. Cool story. It's the fact these guys are mad embarrassed to tell their parents. They're legit nerds that like are super socially awkward. So anyone can believe anything they want. But what's cool is I know I'm right. And I've always been right. That's why I'm fucking Nathan Thompson. That's why you guys get it? You guys get it? I don't give a fuck about your argument. You guys haven't been there.
All these people are just speculating, dude. They weren't here. They weren't looking anybody in the eyes.
We're really pissed off right now because we feel like we've done so much good for the flat earth community.
And the fact that they're like ridiculing us and calling us fakers and pranksters is...
Oh shit! So we're heading to Nathan's hotel right now so we can meet with him and see what's really going on. Why don't we get a hotel this nice?
This place is sick, dude. This fucking foyer.
Lucky boy.
I don't believe in luck. Like, I did want to drink a sour with these guys for the first time because they probably never had a sour. Try that, bro. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
He's just drinking water.
He's just drinking.
Oh fuck, that's strong, dude. That's strong shit, dude.
There's people on the internet that think that whole thing is like a plot. And I'm like, if it is, it's brilliant. I'm not giving you guys enough credit. If this is all staged, because the love story is brilliant, bro. I love the love story.
Bro, it's my life. It's not a story.
I can tell you're genuinely in love with her.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
Well, we broke up 3 days, so 4 days ago. And so
I hope you guys get married. Could I be there? Dude, you better invite me to your wedding.
I've thought about it, dude.
Oh!
But like, have you thought about the potential of like what could be on the other side?
It could be hell, but hell is not made for humans. That's a story I believe, just so you guys know. And then they tried to build the Tower of Babel, which makes no sense on a globe because
he says the Tower of Babel very weirdly.
on a ball fucking in space, you can't build a tower to heaven. And God was like, we have to stop this because it's real. Like they would have gotten to the container.
What?
So like they were so committed to the construction that if you hold a brick up the Tower of Babel, they would cry if one fell off the tower. But people, it's like no big deal.
I would cry if a human fell, because then a human could carry like 30 more bricks, right?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
They're crying for the wrong reasons.
The lie is so dumb. It's so obvious. It's so blatant. Do you guys feel like you're spinning right now?
No.
No.
I think you had too many of those sours.
No. I thought David was dead. I heard it. It was like, I was like, holy shit, what just happened?
I really want the ridicule to be over. Okay, if we had proved you wrong, they would have been pissed. If we agree with you, they're pissed. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I say this all the time. I've got a quote, guys, just so you know. You can't please all the flat earthers all the time. Bob, tomorrow, he's a pilot, flat earther, he runs Globebusters. He wants to interview you guys, and I can't wait. It's probably the largest flat earth channel.
Whoa, Nathan, are you in here? Like I said, dude, I ain't buying this. This experiment does not sound tenable to me at all. This is a prank. I'm gonna call him out on it big time.
Go ahead, here's Michael, he's the chief editor.
All of your questions, concerns, comments, you will have your chance to ask everything that you want there.
Okay, fair enough.
Beautiful.
I can't really ask for any more than that.
I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yes, we will figure it out tomorrow then. I will do a Globebusters on it.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, this ought to be good.
Like, I have a really good sense of discernment, guys. I would know.
Be able to figure it out pretty quick, whether or not they know what they're talking about.
I'm looking forward to the interview tomorrow. I know it'll be good, Bob.
Ben and Blake are cool, bro. Everyone's freaking tripping. I like these guys, dude.
They're gonna come on Globebusters tomorrow?
Yeah. It is complete bullshit. I think I'll be able to figure out the electrical engineer in about 2 seconds.
They've already agreed to come on the panel of Globebusters. I just don't even understand how that can work in a massive, elaborate production. I know one thing, maybe come on that show. It can't. They're not going to come on there and troll us.
Today, Ben and Blake are going to be on the Globebusters podcast.
If they aren't, what is likely to happen?
Oh, we're going to burn them at the stake.
Welcome, everybody, to Globebusters.
I'm sure that'll be fun. Next week on Tinfoil Tuesday, I'm sure we'll check out the next part of that. But it's fun. Fun stuff. Thank you again. I don't think they'll see this, but, you know, the people who put that together, very funny stuff. So, good job on pranking Nathan as thoroughly as you did. Let me get some of these bit messages and we'll move on to another video. The Creeping Darkness with 20 bits. I might be making you and Jake legit metal pyramid hats in the next few months when I get free time. That'd be sweet. Freezer Burn with 20 bits. Hannah, you and Baja are legit relationship goals. Thank you. Profane Priestess with 20 bits. I want to share the latest musical stylings of the wonderful Jim Sterling as a potential cleanse. It's a loop because there's no standalone that I can find. DM Trey, of course, with the sub gifties. Thank you very much for that. I already said, but let me repeat. KF Logan, 1875. Thank you for rating. Go and check out KF Logan here on Twitch. Lily Love Stuff with 20 bits. What was the more exciting guest appearance? These prank videos or Hans Worm hat? Ooh, that's tough. More people see the Reckless Ben thing, but I really love me some Hans Worm hat, so that's tough. Reckless Ben should go and find Hans Worm hat and do a prank on Hans. Although that might be a little mean, because Hans is not well. Canis Stultus with 20 bits. Nathan isn't a clown, he's the whole circus. J Pizza 31, thank you for subscribing. Darpa C, thank you for following. The Otaku X, thank you for following. Ashiboo 74 with 20 bits. Tell Baja we love her and hope she's alright and the cut wasn't too bad. They say that, Baja. She's watching the stream, so I think she can hear me. The Shadow Witch with 20 bits. Team Skeptic interviewed them last week. It's funny how easy it was to trick him. He's pretty credulous if you tell him what he wants to hear. The Boy with the Fairy with 30 bits. OMG, Hannah, you made it. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Hannah, Nathan doesn't understand most things that require conscious thought. Let's not be generous here. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Nathan's take on evolution is definitely, that's not how science works. Yeah. That XY Girl with 20 bits. Nathan doesn't understand the evolutionary concept of relative fitness. Mickey Pike, thank you for subscribing. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Oh my god, imagine still ironically saying triggered. Yeah, like it's 2012 or something. Dude Spanking Dudes with 20 bits. There was a KFC dating console, which I looked at. I don't know if you guys saw. I looked at while that video was playing. I'm not sure what a dating console even is, so I don't know what that means. Technically Alien Man, thank you for resubscribing with a 5-month streak. Daddy Sume with 20 bits, and Nathan is well. It's relatively. I would say that Nathan is more in touch with reality than Hans. Because Hans believes in flat earth, and on top of that, he also believes, like, koala bears aren't real. So, you know. Jalen Jean with 20 bits, tell Baja to put on the pyramid hat quick, it will heal her. It might be too powerful. I've acclimated to the foil and the power of the foil, but if she jumps in head first without acclimating, it'll be like in Princess Bride when the inconceivable guy says he... Or no, the non-inconceivable guy has acclimated himself to the poison. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Hans at least is married, has children in a home. Nathan is homeless, question mark. I suppose. Support systems vary. Dr. Xanadu with 200 bits. I can't stick around, so here's some bits. Thank you for the bits. Alright, now let's move on to the next thing. Let's do this one. This is someone that we looked at a week or so ago who was promoting some QAnon bullshit. They were claiming that Tom Hanks had been involved in some QAnon sense. Of course, it's all untrue, and now they're here to talk about what they think is brainwashing children to want to take vaccines. So we will take a look, shall we? And this is actually the guy where we got the Be Trippin' emote from, so that's fun. Catalina Gearbox with $3. They're a way to see the master sheet, so I know which ones I mark. I have a master sheet, but I cannot share it with you other than on screen. We have doesn't understand the Matrix as a metaphor for being trans. Chemtrails, flat Earth, forced sterilization, population control is a motive, and that's not how science works. And then Star Slice, thanks for following.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my Patreon page, guys. It is IMO5713. We're back with another episode, man. You see by the title, man. Today we're gonna react to a video. It's a video that I came across, all right? And I just thought I had to share with you guys. I don't know if y'all seen it, but probably most of y'all haven't because this video is from Ireland. It's a TV show. It's a kids TV show, but it raises a lot of eyebrows. It's just pretty much disturbing, guys. It just shows.
Surprise! It doesn't really raise eyebrows. The show does a segment where a kid gives like a vaccine or something to like a stuffed animal. It's a way of the same reason you give like doctor toys to kids. It demystifies the idea of going to the doctor, makes it less scary for them. Same idea.
How low the media is willing to go to promote the new vaccine, all right? This Pfizer vaccine. I mean, to be honest, guys, I don't know what else to say, but I don't want to give nothing away. I just want to show you the video first. We're going to watch through it. I'm still going to be in the corner. We're going to watch through it. I'm not going to say a word. And then afterwards, I will leave my 2 cents in. And, you know, y'all can leave your comments down below and let me know what y'all think down below. But I just think this is beyond pathetic. At this point, it's just pathetic what they're doing here. And it's just ridiculous, man. I mean, this video does not have many views, guys. It only has 27,000 views. And it's
27,000 views. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's not nothing. It's more than any of your videos have. Nope, that's actually not true. There's a Little Rascals video that has 91,000. So there you go. There's the one video that this guy has from 3 weeks ago. Wonder why that one got 91,000. Probably because it has to do with the Little Rascals guy going to jail or whatever.
This channel, The Late Late Show, is from Ireland. So it's a kids show from Ireland called The Late Late Show. And it's from RTE1, Stay Local TV show. I don't know. But it has 793 dislikes and 257 likes. Way more dislikes than likes. Let's see why.
Who's this?
This is Toby Tuberty, and he's here in the vet center today to be tested for coronavirus.
Okay, so Tony Tuberty is being tested. Was he reporting any symptoms?
No.
No, he's just a hypochondriac. Okay, so what are you going to do with Tony Tuberty for the test?
So first, we need to take a sample of all his known contacts. So he told me he's been in contact with 3 dogs in the last 14 days. So then that goes to the post office to be posted to the HSE.
Oh my God. You children shouldn't know this. Anyway, that's right. You're dead. You're doing all the right things. Tony would be delighted with you. Go on. The other Tony. What happens next?
Now he gets medicine to help him with coronavirus.
Oh, great. So did he actually have the virus?
I think so.
Okay.
And over here is the regurgitation station.
What's
if
that?
he needs to vomit
after
the medicine.
Okay.
Now we need to get him a Pfizer vaccine.
Gosh, you don't waste time, do you, Saoirse? You're ahead of the game. So does he like...
He's not participating, so we're going to have to knock him out.
Okay. Tony's having a rough day at the clinic. Okay, so you've knocked him out.
Now we need to just check if he's still with us.
Okay, that's a good...
Yep, he's still with us.
He's still with us. Okay, this is great. This is the story of survival, isn't it? So what happens
now
next?
he gets the Pfizer vaccine.
Bang. Okay. And now?
He has to stay in this pod for the next 87 days.
That's a serious quarantine.
Because there's a backlog with the HSE.
Oh, I see. Okay, they love that. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to leave him in there for 87 days. Okay.
And according to the Department of Education, schools are safe.
Huh. Alright.
Okay, so it's like a cute little bit on some kid show where they have the kid. It's probably a family show based on the fact that, they're showing a kid. I don't know, It feels a little kids say the darndest things minus, Bill Cosby. Luckily. So basically they just have the kid explaining how they think COVID works, and the kid's actually, pretty on the ball in terms of how it works. They're not, perfect, obviously, but the fact that they know, the word Pfizer, that's pretty impressive for a kid that age. I don't know. But like I said at the beginning, it's basically a way to demystify the process to kids. And also, it's a cute little bit in the first place. But also, if kids are watching the show, they can understand, okay, you get tests, you get medicine to make you feel better, and then you go and you quarantine for a little while to make sure everyone's safe. These are all reasonable conditions and things that are happening in terms of now that the vaccine is out, both from Pfizer and Moderna. These are all reasonable things, and it's good to help kids understand the process, again, so they're not afraid, right? A lot of kids are afraid of the doctor because they don't understand it, and it's a scary place. It's a different environment with people they don't necessarily know. Medicine can be not invasive, but, kids are afraid of needles if it's something that needs to be injected. So it can help to get them to understand it, right? Fear of something like that typically comes from a lack of understanding and the fact that it's so nebulous and scary and unknown. And if you can kind of make it more concrete for these kids, explain the process, make them understand that it is a routine process that a lot of people are going to go through, and that's okay, and they're going to be safe, then that's a good thing. It'll help keep the kids, not so freaked out by things they don't understand by helping them understand it. It just demystifies the process. There's nothing sinister about it. It's just how the world works, right? You teach your kids things to help them understand the world. It's simple, and they happen to do so in kind of a cute way here on that show.
What's the show called? The Late Late Toy Show. RT1 player, I don't know what the fuck. The Late Toy Show, all right.
Let's take a look. The Late Late Toy Show. Let me find out, shall we? The Late Late Toy Show. The Late Late Toy Show is an annual special edition of the Irish late-night chat show, The Late Late Show. Oh, so it's not even necessarily a kid show. Okay. The toy show showcases the popular toys of the year as presented by the host and demonstrated by various children on stage, along with appearances by guest celebrities. Since its first presentation in 1975, the toy show has become a cultural institution in Ireland. It is often the most watched program of the year on Irish television, and its overall viewership has increased steadily in recent years. As being featured on the toy show has been said to have a major boost of sales of a product heading into the Christmas season. Commercial time during the toy show is also prestigious for advertisers. In 2009, a 30-second spot cost 17,000 euros. In comparison, a 30-second spot during the 2010 UEFA Championship Final League cost 9,750 euros. Tickets to its taping are also difficult to come by. In 1 year, a single ticket was auctioned at 1,500 euros. Most recently presented by Ryan Tubridy, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The show has previously been presented by Gay Byrne, Pat Kenny during the 10 years at his helm. Dustin the Turkey, a high-profile entertainment figure in Ireland, made an annual appearance, usually bringing a gift to the presenter. These gifts were tended to have a comedy effect, and in the past have included a miniature antique chair and a Pat Kenny clock, ominously presented to Kenny's predecessor, Gay Byrne. Okay. So the idea is it's just they show what popular kids' toys are going to be for the year or whatever. Fine. It's interesting that that's a whole show. Looks like they have kids on, do little cute segments like that. I assume they were showing some sort of doctor's kit, a play doctor's kit. I'm sure we've all seen or used them as a kid in some capacity or another. But it would make sense that that would be a popular toy this year because medicine is such a topical thing right now. I'm sure kids, again, like I said earlier, are very curious about what's going on medically, considering, especially if you're a very young kid, most of your, let's say you're 4 or 5 years old, this past year, it's like a huge segment of your life. This has been a huge topic. Medicine, right? Disease. So, medicine being a topic that's at the forefront of discussions that kids do hear. Kids are smarter than we give them credit for. They know what's going on. It makes sense that that would be a popular toy. So they have a kid come on and play with a toy, and they set up a little thing where they explain, like, COVID-related stuff. It's cute. It's fun. It's not nefarious.
Yeah, man. Now, y'all know I'm about to go in on this shit, guys. Let's react to this bullshit. I mean, now that y'all seen it, take it in, sponge it in on what's really going on here. It's just fucking ridiculous, guys. They're using the kids show to promote a drug, the Pfizer vaccine. On top of that, they grooming this little girl. And the shit that she said.
What? Again, first of all, it's a family show, from what I can tell. If I'm wrong, correct me, someone who's, from there. I'm not sure. Seems like a family show. I'm sure there are probably some kids watching it, although it's called the Late Late Show, which makes me wonder what time it's on, although this special edition might be on earlier in the evening. I don't know. Either way, this kid is on here and talking about vaccines, claiming that they are grooming this little girl. The term grooming has a very specific meaning, and it's usually in regard to, like, sexual assault of children. So maybe don't use that term when you're talking about teaching kids about medicine. Makes you look like a jackass.
It's kind of disturbing, all right? I mean, this is exactly what the New World Order is trying to do, guys. I mean, this is just ridiculous, man.
The New World Order? Again with the New World Order stuff. No, not a real thing.
Let's break this shit down, guys.
This is Toby Tuberty, and he's here in the vet center today to be tested for coronavirus.
Okay, so Tony Tuberty is being tested. Was he?
This girl's obviously groomed, guys. She's groomed. I'll say she's about 7 or 8, guys. Because
again, not the best nomenclature. Makes you sound like a creep when you're referring to grooming when you're not talking about the actual thing that word is supposed to be used to be meaning for. Just talking about a kid learning about medicine and calling it that kind of reduces the impact of the word, and it's supposed to be a word that has meaning, right? Don't take away from the meaning because there are important discussions to be had about actual children being taken advantage of, and when you dilute the meaning of the word, again, doesn't make you look like a good guy.
I mean, I would say 5, but her teeth are fully grown in. I ain't gonna say shit. She has a full set of adult teeth already.
Why are you looking at this child's teeth? At no point in this video, I was just listening to the kid, do, like, kid stuff. At no point was I like, how old is this child? Let me look at those fucking teeth. That is weird. What?
So she can't be like a 5-year-old. So she's probably like 8 or 9-year-old. She just looks younger than usual. That's my guess.
Reporting any symptoms?
No.
No, he's just hypochondriac. Okay, so what are you going to do with Tony Tuberty for the test?
So first, we need to take a sample of all his known contacts. So he told me he's been in contact with 3 dogs in the last 14 days. So then that goes to the post office to be posted to the HSE.
Oh my God. You children shouldn't know this.
This fucking corny host, guys.
Yeah, he's wearing, like, ooh catboy ears. It's not supposed to be serious. They're playing with toys. Do you not expect that to be a little campy? No, we must be very serious when we talk about children's toys. And this is the hottest toy of the year. It is a doctor kit. You play doctor with it. Next. This is a LOL surprise doll. Children enjoy these toys. Like, no, it's like a campy, fun, silly thing they're doing. I wouldn't watch it because I don't really care, but, like, people apparently like this from where it's from, and that's fine.
Pretending like this girl wasn't groomed. This kid shouldn't know. I mean, this guy knows that these kids shouldn't know this shit. I mean, this girl was rehearsed for over 2 weeks to know all this shit. I mean, because
maybe it's a TV show and they wanted to do a cute little bit, but also it's possible the kid just wanted to know how this stuff works. Like I said, I hate to be a broken record on this, but teaching kids about processes that can be scary for them can demystify that process and make them more comfortable with it and the situation as a whole. Like, it might be for the show. Maybe they had the parents go over this with the kid up to this so they could do a cute little bit where the kid, like, knows a bunch about how the process of getting the COVID vaccine works. I don't know. But it's also possible that the kid just happened to have some sort of, like, fear around this stuff, and the parents, out of their own volition, decided to teach their kid about the process in order to make them less scared. That's not unreasonable.
Of course kids don't know this shit, man, bro. Come on. Why would kids know this shit?
Know this thing.
It's stupid.
Oh my God. You children shouldn't know this thing. Anyway, that's right. You're dead. You're doing all the right things. Tony would be delighted with you. Go on. The other Tony.
About the tools of capitalism.
What happens next?
Now he gets medicine to help him with coronavirus.
Oh, great.
And
So did he actually have...
This is one thing that they're gonna do, because guys, they're saying that you need 2 vaccines. All right. So first, like this little girl said, she's revealing stuff. Obviously, what she's been rehearsed. That the first vaccine is gonna make you throw up, be sick, this and that. And
what? No, it's not. What are you talking about?
And then the second vaccine is the Pfizer vaccine, supposedly. Even Dr. Fauci, all these fucking...
I'm pretty sure Pfizer's the first vaccine that got approved, at least in the United States. I guess I don't know elsewhere. And then the Moderna one was more recently approved.
Yes, doctors are preaching the same thing. So this poor little girl was obviously trained by somebody in Pfizer, all right?
No. Do you think that you need to work for Pfizer to understand how the process of getting a vaccine works? What? He can't be this dumb, right? Can he?
I believe she has an earpiece somewhere.
I believe this child, who is acting exactly like a child would in this situation, has an earpiece? Have you ever tried to, like... I feel like an earpiece would make this go way worse. Like, the kid's not gonna know how to handle, like, trying to talk while being talked to in their ear. Like, okay, whatever this kid's name is, now you need to say this, and then they'll say what they need to say, and the kid won't know how to repeat it because kids are kids and aren't gonna remember what you just said to them. What?
help him with coronavirus.
Oh, great.
And,
so did he actually have the virus?
Did he have the virus?
I think so.
Okay.
And over here is the
You don't know.
regurgitation station.
What's
if
that?
he needs to vomit.
Oh, I see.
After the medicine.
Okay.
Now we need to get...
She's very smart to know what a regurgitation station is. I didn't know that shit is probably the 7th grade.
Is that a real thing? Hold on. Regurgitation station. I don't see anything about a regurgitation station. Maybe I'm wrong. But, like, he said, I don't know what a regurgitation station was until I was an adult. I still don't know what it is. Is that a thing? Or is he just saying that, like, he thinks it's a thing because a kid said it, and he's like, that must be a real thing, a regurgitation station. It's not a formal thing, so this guy's just an idiot? I mean, I understand the intent is that it's a place to vomit, but, like, is that an actual thing? Because she said it like it's a thing, and it sounds like this guy was like, I didn't know about her. Let me go back and
know what a
Oh, I see.
After the medicine.
Okay.
Now we need to get...
She's very smart to know what a regurgitation station is. I didn't know that shit is probably the 7th grade.
See, like, regurgitation station, is that a thing? He says he learned it in the 7th grade, as if it's not just like a cute thing this kid is saying that's funny. Like it's a real thing, like you go, and this is the regurgitation station. Like, I understand the intent is it's a place for you to vomit, but is that a real thing anyone says ever, or is this guy just stupid?
I mean, this girl probably is in the 7th grade. She just pretends to be smart.
Oh, he learned the word regurgitation in 7th grade. In 7th grade, he learned the word regurgitation? That's not that difficult of a word.
Pfizer vaccine.
Gosh, you don't waste time, do you, Saoirse? You're ahead of the game. So does he like...
He's not participating, so we're going to have to knock him out.
Okay. Oh, Tony's having a rough day at the...
What? Okay, you little innocent girl. Where did this fucking this evil side come out?
Have you never talked to a child in your entire life? Do you think kids don't say shit like that when they're playing with their toys? I think he only knows of kids as they exist on television, and he thinks kids never say things like, no, kids will play with toys, and they'll be like, and now we're going to kill him, haha, or now we're, you know what I mean? Kids know that knocking people out is a thing. It's going to be part of their play occasionally. How does this kid know that people get knocked out?
Oh, he's not participating. We have to knock him out and force the vaccine on him. Bro, what is this shit? What is this? Mind you, she's being trained to say this shit. I mean, she's not coming up with this shit by herself.
Scene.
Gosh, you don't waste time, do you, Saoirse? You're ahead of the game. So does he like...
He's not participating, so we're going to have to knock him out.
Okay. Poor Tony's having a rough day at the clinic. Okay, so you've knocked him out.
Now we need to just check if he's still with us.
Okay, that's a good...
Gotta make sure he's still alive.
He's still with us.
He's still with us. Okay, this is great. This is the story of survival, isn't it? So what happens
now
next?
Now he gets the Pfizer vaccine.
Bang. Okay. And now...
It's crazy,
he has to stay in this pod for the next 87 days.
That's a serious quarantine.
Because there's a backlog with the HSE.
Oh, I see. Okay, they love that.
There's a backlog from the HSE. This is a sad fucking TV show, guys.
It's a joke, you douche.
Using little kids to promote the fucking Pfizer vaccine, bro. I don't know what.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to leave them in there for 87 days. Okay.
And according to the department.
Look, she's obviously being fed lines through her fucking earpiece, bro. Look at shit.
According to the Department of Education, schools are safe.
Well, obviously this girl was groomed to do this shit, guys.
Again, that's not what that word means. Please don't use that word in this context.
And somebody taught her that if people don't obey, they're gonna get knocked out. I mean,
he's not participating, so we're going.
She's a kid playing. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen in real life, you dingus.
To have to knock him out.
You think she's gonna say that by herself? No, man. They taught her that. That's just a part of what they told her. If you refuse to obey, you're gonna it's gonna be forced on you anyway.
Imagine being so divorced from reality that you see a child playing and being silly like kids are, and then being like, this is the truth of the conspiracy! They're hiding from us and this child knows! That's messed up.
What is going on, man? Now they try to use this as a lighthearted TV show, but it's programming. They're programming people. Whoever watches it is being programmed. They're also saying this is so simple that even a little kid knows the rules. This is how it's gonna start, guys. It's gonna be all around the world. This kind of propaganda is starting throughout the world. They're gonna start shaming you. They're gonna start pouring this shit in all your little kids.
People are definitely gonna shame you because you should be ashamed of yourself if you're gonna put yourself and your loved ones and strangers in danger by not getting a vaccine that could help stop the spread of a virus that has killed just in the United States. Let's take a look, shall we? U.S. COVID deaths. We're up to 322,000 deaths in the United States. Hip, hip, hooray.
You know, TV shows, the little kids shows, they're going to start this big psychological warfare that has started since way back, but they're just amping it up right now. And this is just a part of this psychological warfare. For a drug company being promoted by a kids show, I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, this is just messed up, guys. And it's not going to stop here, guys. Just be aware of it. Be aware of it. And if you see any more type of this weird propaganda in the media, especially with kids, I mean, just tag me in it, man. I'll expose it. I'll expose it just like this one, man. But it's just very disturbing indeed. And it's ridiculous, man. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think and tell me if I'm tripping. But anyway, yeah, this is MOE for 713.
As judge of this conspiracy courtroom, I do in fact declare that this man, High Roots family, be trippin'. Case dismissed. Okay, let's move on to some of these bit messages, and then we'll get to the next thing. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Good to see Ireland shares America's love of exploiting children to shill toys and shit. Capitalism. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Gay burn. God damn it, Ireland. Tiger White 94 with 20 bits. Gay burn sounds like a name for a sexual act. It's just a rash. It's a friction burn. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. This is Tinfoil Tuesday, Hannah, not Wikipedia, the show. Make with the penis jokes. I'll do my best. KF Logan 1875 with 100 bits. Hi, Hannah. Love your work. If you get a chance, please check your Twitter DMs. I sent you a message. Okie dokie. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. What does a child shilling vaccines have to do with Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall? Dr. Gamble with 20 bits. Child teeth. The bones. Oh, gross. Canis Tultus with 20 bits. Imagine getting this upset over a kid's show. Tucker White 94. Someone said cat boys, and then there's a link. Tucker or 2man642, thank you for resubscribing with a 5-month streak. I shall ride into Valhalla shiny in tinfoil. Lord Cuckbucket with 50 bits. Oh, these fascist philosophies. The New World Order that also somehow has been around forever, holding God and the right down. It is so powerful, it's a dark blanket on the world, but also so weak that QAnon and Trump found them and will take them down. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. No, it's like a vomitorium. That's not what a vomitorium is. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Children are sadistic. Often. Lily loves stuff with 20 bits. Hannah, he's making anti-vax videos on YouTube and believes in QAnon stuff. He's not very bright. Canadian left support with 20 bits. I feel like this guy hasn't left his room since 2016. Ashy Boo 74 with 20 bits. Good lord, I used to work in childcare, and those kids were violent with toys sometimes. This kid is acting perfectly normal. I don't know what this guy's problem is. He's got conspiracy brain. That's his problem. Tucker White 94. What effing TV show isn't programming people? Lord Cuckbucket with 50 bits. Compared to this girl, my Ninja Turtles and Transformers racked up a massive kill count 30 years ago. Your Honor, I guess you have to lock me up. Lily loved stuff with 20 bits. When I was a kid and my mom was in nursing school, she would show me her medical textbooks and have syringes that she taught my sister and I how to give shots to oranges with and how to do stitches on them too. Oh well, I guess we were brainwashed. Altered Rin with 20 bits. I wonder what this guy would think dinosaurs are a conspiracy because how I used to talk to them when I was little. I used to correct museum workers when my parents took me to see fossils. Fun. Alright, let's see what is next. Let's do another COVID vaccine conspiracy thing. This one is entitled, If You Take the COVID Vaccine, You Will Not Make It to Heaven. So we'll see about the theological implications of a vaccine.
Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So today's video, before I say anything else, actually I'm going to let you guys listen to this.
Hello America, hello world, Dr. Emmanuel here again. Just want to give you a little bit of summary on what's coming on vaccines. Pfizer, Moderna are producing a vaccine that has a messenger RNA in it. What does messenger RNA do? It goes into your system, it translates information from your DNA, and then it rewrites proteins. And proteins is the backbone of the human system. So in other words, it can write a protein of blue eyes or, kidney enzymes. So if they give you a messenger RNA that's a chimpanzee, it's going to write chimpanzee protein into your system, make you human and chimpanzee. If they give you a luciferase one, which is what they're trying to do right now, it's going to write you a luciferase code.
Apparently the mRNA vaccine for COVID is Luciferian in some way. I don't know how Satan got into the medical industry, but I assume capitalism had something to do with it.
So we should not take a messenger RNA vaccine. I don't know why they will need to give us a messenger RNA vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You can make a DNA vaccine. They can make vaccines that are life-attenuated viruses. But why do we even need a vaccine for COVID? COVID is treatable. COVID is, it's preventable.
Holy crap! This lady should lose her medical license if she actually has one. She maybe just bought that lab coat and stethoscope online. Anyone can do that. But if she has an actual medical license, she should have it removed. What are you talking about? Why should we have a vaccine for a virus that's killed 320,000 people so far in the United States and many more abroad? Because it's killing people. That's why.
That's why we created frontlinemds.com so that people can go there and get treatment and prevention for their families. They have allowed
like measles is theoretically treatable. There are plenty of diseases that have vaccines that are treatable, but that doesn't mean that everyone who is treated is going to survive, right? Treatable does not necessarily mean that you are, like, without incident. Even people who are treated for COVID have had complications that they'll probably have for the rest of their life, up to and including, like, mental impairments, impairments in the ability to, like, breathe properly. All sorts of issues have come out of people who have been treated for COVID and no longer have it. These are issues that, while they are not death themselves, reduce the quality of life, which is something that's incredibly important. And of course, on top of that, we have the death toll that we do have. So, what are you talking about?
Thousands of people to die, scared the living daylight out of us, locked us down, and what is the whole thing? Preparing us for this vaccine. If you read in Revelation 13, it said they cause all to take a mark. Bill Gates has patented a mark called 060606 and the quantum dot tattoo, and they're going to have a protein in it called luciferase, which they're going to use, put it on the back of your hand to be able to read whether you have the vaccine.
Okay, so it's another one of these bullshit, Bill Gates is gonna microchip you with a vaccine. Oh no. Okay, Bill Gates is not going to microchip you with a vaccine. For one thing, do these people think Bill Gates is like the vaccine czar and he's in charge of all vaccines? He's not. His organization has given a lot of money for, like, a malaria vaccine, but this isn't that vaccine. So what are you talking about? Let me see. An invisible quantum dot tattoo could be used to ID vaccinated kids. So it's like a thing to check and see if you're vaccinated. Fine. These people are claiming that Bill Gates, who, again, is not vaccine czar, is somehow putting a chip in it that's going to be the mark of the beast. This is similar to in the... Oh boy, quite a while ago. Oh, she does have a medical license. I hope it gets revoked. Bill and Melinda Gates gave funding for the research. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people did. They're not in charge of it, though. They have no say. It's so strange to me that people think they're gonna microchip you, when, again, people, including, I'm sure, this doctor, carry cell phones around with them all the time. Why would you need to microchip people when I'm literally carrying a series of microchips around with me all day, every day? What would the purpose be? It's entirely based upon the idea that, like, the Antichrist is going to use this to create marks on your forehead and your hand that will be used for commerce. It's bullshit. It's end times prophecy nonsense, as you might imagine.
Your money on it.
Check out her website. It's literally a grift where she prescribes hydroxychloroquine. Wow, how has she not had her license taken already? She has her doctorate in art history. No, she doesn't. What's this lady's name? Dr. Stella Emanuel. Let me see. Born in 65, Cambodian-American physician and pastor. Video featuring her became viral on social media. In the video, she claimed hydroxychloroquine could cure COVID. Blah, blah, blah. Social media platforms removed her videos for misinforming, of course. Founder of charismatic religious organization Firepower Ministries, Emmanuel has made various fringe claims about medical conditions, especially as it relates to human sexuality, including that endometriosis, infertility, miscarriages, and sexually transmitted infections are caused by spirit spouses. Oh, no. Okay. Born in Cameroon. She recalled an interest in becoming a doctor from the age of 4, attended Cameroon Protestant College, a secondary school in Bali, Cameroon. She graduated from the Nigerian Medical School at the University of Calabar in 1990, moved to the United States in 92. Emmanuel completed a pediatric residency at Bronx Lebanon Hospital Center in New York City. Yeah, they need to pull her license. Like right now! What is wrong with this woman?
And then we can use cryptocurrency, and then we can go cashless. So these things are coming up. We need to be very careful. If you take a vaccine that has an mRNA in it, whatever it is that they are giving it, I don't know what they are using to do that. you're going to become one with them. You're going to be like those in Genesis 6, and you're going to be a Nephilim, and you cannot enter heaven. So what do you need to do now?
What? Okay. My Genesis knowledge is going to have to come up. Nephilim in... if I remember correctly, Nephilim in Genesis are creatures that are half human, half angel spawn that are giants. The Nephilim. Why would getting a vaccine turn you into a half angel, half human person? Does it also make you giant like Nephilim in Genesis? Or is it like an honorary Nephilim thing?
Number one, don't take this vaccine. Your job is going to make you take it. Daycares are going to make you take it. Go to frontlinemds.com, get prevention, get treatment for your family. Number two, make Jesus Christ the Lord of your life, because it is only the light of Christ inside of you that will protect you from the evil that is about to come. And we need to pray seriously because this is coming up. So Pfizer, Moderna, mRNA vaccines, bad.
Why? Again, you've provided no evidence for any of the claims you're making. What are you doing?
There are other companies that are making regular vaccines. I'm going to be doing more detailed videos on that. Thank you, America, and stay safe. Thank you.
I watched that video, listened to what she had to say, and I'm going to be honest, I just, you know, I don't know, if you notice for a while, I actually stopped talking about COVID and all of those things because it got really exhausting, to be honest with you. It got really, really exhausting. The arguments were so much at a point where you couldn't help but ask yourself, you know, are you going crazy or the world is going crazy?
You are going crazy if you believe the woman who has said that a vaccine will turn you into a half-angel person and prevent you from going to heaven. You have gone crazy if that's the side you are on. Just to be clear, if you genuinely have a question, have I gone crazy in believing that a vaccine will change my DNA into a half-angel person and prevent me from getting into heaven? Or has the rest of the world gone crazy for not believing that? It's you. You have gone crazy. Please come back to reality. None of that is true. You have been misled by people. Please come down from Crazy Mountain and join us all in the valley of not dying of a disease that can be prevented via vaccine.
Some of the things that, you know, when this whole thing started, some of the things some people were saying in the comment section, on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere, they were just some stuff that I personally found them really exhausting, and I just stopped talking about them. If you listen to this video, she said a specific vaccine.
I'll go over bingo card stuff after this video.
Talking about how the vaccine can make you human and chimpanzee, right?
Wait, what?
And she says something can make you human and chimpanzee.
Okay, so now the vaccine isn't making you a Nephilim, it's making you half human and half chimp, even though that's not what the doctor said. The doctor said it makes you Nephilim, which is half human, half angel. So is it like man, bear, pig? You're half human, half angel, half chimpanzee? Okay, I'll be 150%.
Right? And she said something about then the vaccine will be given to you at the back of your hand, you know, and all those things. Like, all vaccines that we've known.
I don't know where they're giving you the vaccine, but I think they typically do, like, here for stuff like that. Again, I don't know if it's different for this one, but usually you give it, like, you know, here, or usually intravenously and not just, like, in your skin, but I don't know how this one works. Maybe Baja does.
You know, vaccines have typically have been given into the upper arm, but she's saying something about, you know, giving into the back of your hand, and this.
Okay, but didn't we just see video on here? Yeah. What do you mean they're giving it to the back of the hand? You're literally showing video of them putting it in her arm. Did they even watch the video that they put with their stupid voiceover? She's literally saying, they're gonna put it in the back of your hand while showing them putting it in this lady's arm. If I need to say it, this is a hand. This is an arm. They're not the same thing. Ah!
She said a specific vaccine. She was talking about how the vaccine can make you human and chimpanzee, right? And she said something about then the vaccine will be given to you at the back of your hand, you know, and all those things. Like, all vaccines that we've known, you know, vaccines have typically have been given into the upper arm.
Yeah, like this lady who's being given a UK COVID vaccine. I think this is probably I guess I don't know if it's the Moderna or Pfizer one, but I assume she's one of the first people to get the vaccine in the UK. She got it in her arm. Did they just do it wrong with her? She's not going to be half chimp at all. She'll be like a quarter chimp, and that's not good.
But she's saying something about, you know, giving into the back of your hand. And these vaccines are already being given. The videos of the people that got it already, and everybody has been given into their arms, not in the back of their hands, like this woman is saying. And then she talked about the 666, then she's talking about currency and talking about going cashless. She said if you take it, you will not make heaven. She even said that your job will make you take it.
Remember when the Bible said thou shalt not get an mRNA vaccine? I don't remember that either. Probably because the people who wrote the Bible didn't know what DNA or RNA or vaccines were. Who knows, though?
So far as I know, it's not being forced. People are deciding to take or not to take it. So far, okay? And then this area of saying you will not make heaven, I don't know. You see, there was just so much going on, especially, like I said, when this whole thing started. And at the point, I decided that the arguments were getting too exhausting, too time-consuming, and all of those things. I personally am the kind of person that if I make a post, I try to, you know, keep an eye and interact with people, respond to comments.
How about you take a little less time responding to comments and you take a little more time researching the claims you're making and actually checking to make sure the things you're saying aren't absolutely batshit crazy? Because this is batshit crazy.
Answer questions, you know, stuff like that. I try my best. Sometimes when the comments are way too much, I may just focus on those ones that have questions and kind of reply to the people that have questions. That's why you see some people say, oh, it's only this kind of people you always reply to or something like that. But the thing is, if comments are saying, okay, for example, people comments are saying, oh, thank you so much, that was a helpful video. Maximum I would do would just click the love heart for the comment. But when a comment is a question or an argument or something like that, sometimes I want to spend time to maybe explain to those people that are asking questions, you know, for explain my points or try to answer their questions with the hope that they may get what I'm trying to say better. And so it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, it's only this kind of people that you reply to. And when, like I said at the beginning, when this whole thing was going on, I found this conversation so exhausting. On the other hand, it got to a point that for me as a Christian, it began to be very embarrassing because I don't know about other faiths, but as far as I know, the only faith that was really making this thing about the faith in the heaven and the, you know, typically Christians that were going so much into this whole thing about the conspiracy, the end of the world, the end time, and the microchip, and the 666, you know, and you know, as a Christian, especially those of us that are living in the so-called Western world, where they apply common sense and they apply logic and they apply science and research. And when I say research, it's not just scientific research, even researching the Bible to understand, you know, this part of the world is not where you just come out and just say whatever. You have to be able to explain and defend what you are saying.
Okay, so why didn't that lady do any of that? She didn't. She just spouted nonsense.
For those of us that live in this part of the world, a lot of the stuff that was going on was beginning to be very embarrassing. I made videos in the past where I addressed all of these things. This end time thing, the world will end when it will end. The people that are saying, this is a sign of the end, if we do this, the end will come, if we do that, the end will come. Nowhere in the Bible tells you that you can stop at the end of the world. Nowhere. So what makes you think that you can stop? You can't stop the end of the world.
Okay, so is she like against the lady because she's okay with the end of the world happening, but she still thinks that maybe this is a part of it.
If you believe that this vaccine is the 666, all you have to do is don't take it. That's it. This conspiracy theory and all these things have made a lot of non-believers look at us with a side eye. Like, are these people okay? Conspiracies and the conspiracy theories, and let's not forget about the 5G one that was going on as well.
Oh, thank God. I think she doesn't believe this shit. That's such a relief. Please, please, for the love of God, let this lady not be buying into this.
Got to the point where I personally cannot wait for this whole thing to be over. Like, COVID to be completely, like, old story. So we can stop this. I'm done with this conversation. Like, you know, I'm done with it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm done with this conversation. I personally want to completely move away from it. Let me tell you, as a believer, right, we should be ready to meet God at any moment. It can be this minute or the next minute. And like I made the video and I said it, don't forget that the person that died yesterday, their own world has ended. You know that. Don't forget that the people that are going to die tomorrow, their own world, life is ending tomorrow. So don't be thinking you'll be waiting for the end time, conspiracy theories and microchip and all these things. No, Christians should be ready every single minute of our lives. If you're panicking and you're running helter-skelter, the truth is this, it means you're not ready. You should be ready anytime, every time. Personally, I have not...
I'll count that for 5G, that's fine.
...not attached microchip and end time and on all of those things with this vaccine. I personally haven't. Personally. And I'm not telling you what to do. My only hesitation, I'm going to be honest, my only hesitation is the fact that whenever something is new, I'm that kind of person that when something is new, I'm never in a rush to go into something new, because my only worry is, you know, because it's new, we don't yet know about it. It's not yet been tried and tested. And when I say this, when I'm talking about side effects, if we talk about BCG has existed for like donkey years. So it's tried and tested and everything. We go to Nigeria on holidays, we get all the vaccines we need and all the medications we need to protect us when we go to Nigeria from all sorts of stuff. All the holiday package vaccinations, we get everything when we're traveling. But a lot of these vaccinations have existed for a long time. You know, when something is new, I am a bit hesitant about something new because, you know, I honestly being 100% honest with you guys, sometimes I think to myself, what about in a year time they say, oh, that vaccine causes this side effect and that side effect. You know, that is the only area that I'm worried about because it's a new vaccination. That is it. But this idea of end time and missing heaven and microchip, I do not associate any of these things with end time. I made a video where I was saying, this is not the first time the world has experienced pandemic. Many, many years ago, there were pandemics that warranted the wearing of masks. And they didn't call it end time then. Now we're calling it end time. Whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below.
Good for this woman. Like, I don't agree with her entirely. Obviously, I think it's fine to take the vaccine. I'm not concerned about it being new. I think you should take it. Take the vaccine. And I'm not religious, and clearly this woman is. But I'll give her props, and I mean, I guess it's the bare minimum, but hey, the bar has been lowered immensely over the last 5 years or so. At least she doesn't believe that COVID is the end of the world and that Bill Gates is microchipping you. I'll give her credit for not being that out there, okay? So right on. However, taking a brief look at her comment section, a lot of her comments are disagreeing with her. This person says, you are naive. Everyone will eventually be forced to take it. They've already started the social engineering to manipulate and compel people to take it. Just watch. Sister, listen carefully. Just because some facts are different from what she's saying doesn't mean what she's warned about isn't true. That's why it's necessary to work with the Holy Spirit to know what is true or deceit. Trust me, a time will come when they'll force people to take it, claiming it's necessary, and refusing to take it will be against the law. Understand that each day that passes by inches closer to the manifestation of the elite's plan on the devil's behalf. Take caution. The Bible says our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. Anything that alters human DNA alters the creature. Oh, boy. Anyway. At least this individual I'll give her credit, again, isn't a conspiracy wacko. Her audience seems to be, but she's not. So credit where credit is due. Good job. Moving on. Let me get to these bit messages. CA Corner with 20 bits. That's what happens when you turn healthcare into a for-profit industry. Daddy Sume with 20 bits, and it was a link to the thing that I took a look at earlier. Sushi Mom, thank you for resubscribing with an 8-month streak. Woot, 8 months, Hannah. Love you, Hannah, and I can't wait for you to see the present I sent you. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. We're doing a unboxing, I think, on Monday. I think next Monday we're doing the holiday unboxing. Canastultus with 20 bits. So if I take the vaccine, I become a giant angelic being? Sweet. Lord Cuckbucket with 20 bits. I've already had COVID in March and having health problems still today from it. But I'll still take the vaccine if it's going to make me half alien, since angels can be called aliens by definition. Sounds awesome. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Hannah, it's clearly stated in Revelations chapter 420, verse 666 that, and lo, there will cometh a day when a man named Bill Gates will inject nanobots inside all humans in the year of our Lord 2020. Beware! Yeah, weird that they don't bring that one up. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. The world will end when it ends. You don't say. Tucker White 94 with another 20 bits. Sorry, but unless God looks like this, I'm not interested in meeting him. And then it's, oh God. I'm not going to click on it, but the link says it's from the subreddit Cute Traps, and it's titled Blonde Femboy, so you can probably guess what that image is. Enreath with 20 bits. My friend made me join Job's Daughters as a kid, and it was my only brush with organized religion. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Hannah, I'm on one away from bingo, so can we watch a video about HARP? I don't have any queued up, so I don't think you're going to get it. Enreath with 20 bits. Jobs, Daughters, Masonic Lodge people all talk nonsense like sister, watch out. Captain Rose with 20 bits. I sent you a rat in a jar. Please, if it's dead, still keep it. It's part of the plan. Oh, God. Logarth with 20 bits. This is the kind of thinking that'd get you called a witch by the clergy and then burned at the stake for preaching blasphemy. Okay. Moving on to the next thing. I don't know how much we'll watch of this, but I thought this was funny. This is Nathan Thompson, Flat Earther, that we looked at earlier when we watched the prank on him. Here he is looking at memes of himself, so that's fun.
So yeah, I got on my Mark Sargent goggles. Gonna go through some memes. Guys, I don't know. Memes are new wave. Came around 20.
Oh, we need to go over the card, too. I'm sorry. Let me do that real quick. We got 5G. We got tracking microchip implants. We got, I'm going to say my research, not said by a researcher, because I think she mentioned something along those lines. Paraphrase. And I think that's it. I would say expert gives opinion outside field of expertise, but that person was a doctor. They're a shitty doctor, but they are a doctor, so I don't think that counts. I think that's it. I don't think word salad, no.
15 with Flat Earth and just blew up. I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So if you could put a picture with a few words on it, put them together, it's revolutionary. Now, I've seen a lot of memes of me. A lot. We're going to go through some of them tonight. I picked some of the best ones and some of the best of the worst ones. And yeah, so here we go. Some of them were made by flat earthers. Some of them were made by globeheads. Most of them were made by globeheads. But I think this one was made by a flat earther. It says, Nathan Thompson at a baseball game. Has anyone here ever met a flat earther? I've done that. I've literally done that. So
don't let your memes be
I give
dreams.
This one 8 out of 10. This is great. Love it. 8.5 out of 10. Next one. What the media wants you to talk about. Kids fighting for gun control. Kids fighting against climate change. What the media doesn't want you to talk about. Kids victimized by elite pedophiles. Apparently, I'm an elite pedophile. So, I give that one a 1 out of 10.
Why would you pick that one to show people, Nathan?
That one's pathetic. This person thinks I'm a C word. The edit is kind of funny. I give him a 3 because my face matches the attire. 3 out of 10. This is classic. I must say, this is classic. Right here. Harvard University official graduation outfit. It's a duck suit. 9 out of 10.
At least he has a sense of humor, I guess, about the prank that got pulled on him. That's good.
On that one. Well done, Glowheads.
Yeah, Nathan knows it's a troll now.
Steroidogenesis is real. Before and after 90 days. I mean, looking pretty ripped there, if I may say. How about today? How am I doing today?
Oh God, I didn't know Nathan had abs. That makes me so uncomfortable.
Still got it. But they show this zombie, anorexic zombie. Give that one a 1 out of 10. Not good.
Yeah, that's a stupid one. Nathan's looks like he's in shape. I can criticize Nathan without it getting personal about someone's looks. That's stupid anyway, especially considering I'm not gonna, whatever. Not my personal taste, but he's clearly in shape and he works on himself, and that's fine. That's not why Nathan's wrong. He's wrong because he's a flat earther.
And the proof is in the pudding. This one's great. Guinness World Records certificate. Most number of flat earth proofs ever memorized. Abyssal plane, accelerometer, Ares failure, airplane level flight, Elias effect, ambient light, ancient civilizations, angular size of Mercury would make it impossible to see, Antarctic treaty, astroarchaeology, astrolabes, astronauts should not be drowning in space, azimuthal equidistant map used by the USGS, Bardet-Krenz, Bedford level, Bell's theorem, the Big Dipper has 2 stars always point. Yeah, I know. I got them all memorized. That's why you can't debate me. I give this one 10 out of 10. I just think it's hilarious. This one's funny. I don't need backups. I'm going to Harvard.
That was pretty good.
7 out of 10. Really good job on the crop. This one is a Harvard University student. Nathan Thompson in a...
I do think he's kind of salty about it. He's acting like he has a sense of humor about it, but I almost feel like it's coming out of a place of anger. I don't know.
Ducksuit.
If it upsets him, I hope he's not, subjecting himself to, something that's making him feel like shit. I don't like Nathan, but I don't want him to, be mentally self-harming either.
We'll give that one a 6 out of 10. Certified, super smart, Guinness World Record, level scientist, flat earth genius. A lot of work went into this.
Capitalistic propaganda.
I give it a 5 out of 10. Good to see you guys in the chat.
Oh, someone asked for a video link. I can't give you the timestamp because I'm already past it, but I can give you a link to the video. Sorry about that. I didn't catch that at the time.
And Dumber, featuring Nathan Thompson and Nathan Thompson. For Nathan, Every day is a no-brainer. That's good. That's good. Give that an 8 out of 10. I love that movie, by the way. Look, we landed on the moon. We landed on the moon. Typical globehead. Sees it in the news, tells everybody.
I feel like Nathan's maybe spiraling a little bit here. Does anyone else get the sense of these, like, you know? I don't know.
Here's just a picture of me, which they've turned into an emoji. You'll see that in the Discord all the time. Effed up world, good to see you, bro. Nathan 2010, Nathan's former glory hole. If anyone asks them, I'll tell them it's always been flat. It has always been flat. I just thought it was a globe for 30 years. Hey, everyone, go check out Effed Up World. He just did a video called Triggered, and it's hilarious. Effed Up World, feel free to post that video so people can go straight to it.
This is straight up 30 minutes of him just looking at memes that make fun of him. Oh, gosh. That's so not good for him.
Not bad. I don't know if I rated this one. Yeah, I did. We're going to go 7 out of 10 on this one. Red pill the youth. Sharing is caring. You can lead a globe earther to flat water. You cannot make them think critically about the shape of the earth. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice will attack it. Ignorance will try and deride it. But in the end, there it is. This is a compliment. I'm just going to bask in the glory of this one right here.
He just seems salty. And I feel like he's probably drinking. I'm assuming there's alcohol in that, or it's a beer or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to speed it up. It is going kind of slow.
I don't even need to say anything else about that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll give that one an 8 out of 10. Oh, we already did this one. Hopefully these aren't going to start repeating. That'd be bad. Hey, man, you ever met a flat earther? And this guy says, Earth is round. Look behind you. Google gravity. I think a flat earther made that one. That one's pretty funny. I got flyers in my hand, too.
It's actually funny because in this picture, the Earth isn't even really flat. It just looks like a portion of the round Earth has been, like, removed from the Earth, but it still clearly is curved. It's just, like, removed. Okay, whatever.
FEflyers.com. Sharing is caring. Not bad. 8 out of 10. Oh, that's me when I landed on the moon. 7 out of 10. Thug Life. Already did that one. Oh, no. I have so many more. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Dad, when I grow up, I want to be just like Nathan. And then he maces the kid in the face. I gotta go to this. I'm going to change the image. Hold on. Properties. I gotta make sure it's not random. There we go.
Like, I feel like Nathan's just straight up having a bad time right now.
Shouting at kids, being a normal member of society, red pill the youth, give that one a 6 out of 10. Oh, I included the email. Oh, Alfie's gone forever. Anybody want to get it before I do? Hide user on this channel. Later, Alfie.
There's nothing.
Adios, big guy. All right. Got him. This one's from Tim Osman. The only reason I included, not just the meme, but the email from Tim Osman is because Tim Osman recently came out admitting the horizon is not the geometric edge of the globe Earth, but he also said nobody says that. So, go check that out on Nathan Oakley's channel. That was hilarious. So he says, the Bible says flat Earth. Show me the verse. And it's got me dressed up as the priest. Nowhere in the Bible does this say flat Earth. Yeah, well, actually it does. Where's the Bible? Here we go. Now,
he's going to talk about the firmament. He's probably also... There are a couple verses that kind of allude to the Earth being flat in the Bible. Only if you take it literally, though, which really the Bible's not meant to be that. It is religious mythology, okay? A lot of it is poetic in nature. A lot of it is supposed to be parables. They talk about the Earth being a firmament, which is sort of the flat Earth idea of like, it's flat, and then underneath there's some water, and then on the top there's a dome, and then above the dome is more water, and in the dome is like the sun and the moon and the stars and stuff. It's an ancient way of looking at the world before people started using sort of deductive or even inductive reasoning to figure out the shape of the Earth. There are also some verses that talk about the Earth standing on pillars. There are some other verses about, like, the four corners of Earth. But, like, other than the firmament thing, there isn't anything that's like, the Earth is flat, just so you know, the Earth is flat. It does reference the firmament, though, which is a flat Earth model view of the world that some ancient societies had, like, before the Greeks, you know? I mean, since a very long time, we've known the shape of the Earth, and it's not flat.
Let me show you where in the Bible it says flat Earth, okay? And this is going to be very difficult to find, because I'm going to turn to Genesis 1.
Yeah, he's going to do the firmament.
1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. The face of the waters. So,
I actually didn't think he was going to go for that one. Okay. Hold on. Because that's not a very good one, because that's, like, poetic. And again, it doesn't really mean much in and of itself. I have my Bible right here. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. This is a King James version, I think. No, this is the New International Version, actually, not the King James. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, and saw that the light was good, and he was separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Here's where it comes in. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky, and there was evening and there was morning the second day. So that's sort of the firmament. I believe it's called the firmament in like the NIV and other versions, but this is the New International Version. Or this is the NIV. I mean the King James. Sorry. We use New International Version on the Atheist Bible Study because it's more comprehensible to like your modern person, but a lot of Christians only like the King James Version because they were told that's the only real version in church. Either way, it's interesting to me that he uses that verse in particular when that to me doesn't really scream flat earth, when there are other verses that you could arguably use if you were to take the Bible literally that you could point to. But again, it's not really supposed to be interpreted literally. It's poetic, mythological, again, parables and stuff, but it's not like a history book.
We're 2 verses in, and the Bible told you God's above a flat earth. So, sorry, Tim Osmond. You're a joke. Next. Oh, we already got that one. Water does not curve. Keep it flat. I give it 6 out of 10. Not bad. Not great. That moment you're talking about activism, and the earth goes full Coriolis. Now, I think this is a flat earther who made this one. That's hilarious. That's funny. Because I was in the middle of a live video, guys, and the stove flying towards me, and I got attacked by a big plastic bag. And I'm in the middle of the live stream talking about flat earth. That's funny. Good work. I give that one an 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10.
That's not how the rotation of the earth works. This has been explained to you, Nathan. I get it's a meme, but it's not how it works.
Red Pill to Youth. Not bad. Pretty cool graphics. I think actually Wes Blaze designed that one. Wes, give you 8 out of 10 on this one. Thanks, bro. This is funny. How ridiculous is this? The Globeheads used to think that you had to send money to get your post approved in the old group. No, man. Trust me. We love the dumb stuff you guys said. For 4 years, belly laughs. Part of the reason I got such a tight six-pack. Belly laughs at the Globeheads. So you don't need to pay me a dime to get your post approved in the old group. But in this group, you don't need to pay me a dime to get blocked. Don't worry, I'll block you. Right away. Join the official Flat Earth discussion, say one thing, and you're blocked forever.
Does it shock you all to know that I am in fact a member of Nathan Thompson's Discord server? Just a lurk. I have talked a couple times in there. I didn't get banned, surprisingly. But I peek in there every now and again to see what's going on. They block, like, anyone who talks about the Earth not being flat at this point on the Discord. It's actually crazy. And anytime anyone brings up, like, anything, they'll be like, you're a troll, you're a troll, you're a troll, you're banned, and you'll be banned immediately. It's the craziest, like echo chamber I've ever seen. It's absolutely wild.
Earth is flat, take a flyer. I think this is effed up world. I think Joe Hill made this. Joe, let him know if you made this. This one's funny. Research flat Earth. Get some flyers, guys. Sharing's caring. Dead Rising. Hilarious.
I'm just gonna skip around because I'm about done with this. It's just sad.
Freaking flesh body. Not concerned. Yeah. That meme. Shout out Paul. Thanks for making that meme, bro. Stranger, Nathan Thompson, walks right up to him. Hey man, did you know the Earth is flat? Not bad. Not bad. Give it 8 out of 10. That one's 8 out of 10. This is one I included because I'm proud to be a flat earther, guys. Bible says, blessed are you when men ridicule you and ostracize you, and criticize you, and accuse you falsely.
Good night, the creeping darkness. Thanks for coming to the stream.
Rejoice. Rejoice. That's why I cracked a beer for this stream, okay? Which, by the way, is called Dystopian Dream. Kind of fitting. Kind of fitting. Look it up. It's delicious. Give that current page. I have like 8. I have like 8 Patreons, dude. And I've been going hard for like 5 years. Viral video after viral debate after debate. Team Skeptic, Fight the Flat Earth, R and Raw. Just crush all of them, dude. They're all clowns. I've dismantled NASA employees. Danny Faulkner. I got Danny Faulkner with a globe going to a playground, yelling at kids, telling them the Earth is a globe. So, bit quite important, yeah.
That was a parody of you, Nathan. You know that, right? He didn't actually do that. Those were, okay.
I can prove the Earth is not flat.
As a pretty big fan of the MCU, this image hurts me physically. That's 7%. Depends on how many he's had, if he's feeling it or not. Yeah. That's 7% beer. That's some alcohol content.
Fuck that guy. Hey dude, you're gone forever. Go away. Leave us alone. I'm gonna tell you why dinosaurs never existed. Right after I pump my gas. Not a meme, so I won't rate it. Makes you think it's falling.
Okay, that's enough sad posting from Nathan for today. Jesus. Okay, let me get to these bit messages, then I'll move on. Captain Rose with 22 bits. Paladin for Snoop. Don't know what that means. Captain Rose with 22 bits. HHXX does. Again, don't know what that means. Cacao Juniper. Oh, Tucker White has a bingo. Did I miss that? I'm sorry. Shit. Tucker, send me your bingo card and I'll check it out. I'm sorry I missed that. The Shadow Witch with 30 bits. Hannah, can I have the timestamp? Oh, already did that one. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. He's super salty. He is still salty. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. I do. He's a bad guy, let's say. Okay, you can feel that way. MTTMNT, thank you for following. Razor with 750 bits. Hannah, you and Jake helped me realize that I'm non-binary. You and the community are awesome. That's sweet. I'm glad you went on a journey of self-discovery and you figured that out about yourself. Good for you.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Enreath with 30 bits. It was funny at first when I thought he was taking it lightly, but he clearly started picking ones that hurt his feelings on purpose. It's like he's picking at a scab. Yeah, that's not good. Catalina Gearbox with $3. Actually, the Earth isn't round. It's more of an egg shape. Neko Lillian with 20 bits. This went from being funny to being worrisome sad. It really did. 74 Quinn, 74 with 20 bits. In school, I'm pretty sure I was taught the firmament existed until the flood. Then all the sky water rained onto the Earth for the flood and became a normal sky. I learned that in school. Yeah, religious schools are odd. Chair, thank you for following. Did Tucker want us? Is Tucker still here? Did I miss the bingo and then they had to leave? That would suck. If so, I'm sorry. I'll write down the name, and I'll just assume that they, in fact, did have it in that case, because that's my fault for not catching it at the time. 74 Quinn 74. Did my cheer go through? I can't tell. I went through all the ones that were on my list, so I didn't see it if I didn't already go through it. No bingo? Oh, was it a joke, or like he was just wrong? My bad. Okay, let's see what we're going to do next. Oh, he's just using the bingo card command? Gotcha. Alright, it's time for our favorite conspiracy. I say that about everyone. He's not our favorite. He doesn't like Baphomet a lot, though, and that's funny. Here's a call for an uprising, once again talking about, I think, the vaccine. This video is called, "You Need to See This, Just How Desperate They Are to Get Children Vaxxed." And then there's a lot of X's in his vaxxed. So let's, you know, take a look and see what he has to say. What ridiculous conspiracy he has about medicine. Oh, excuse me, hiccupy. Let's go.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I want to let everyone see a clip here. The full video is on my website, acallforanuprising.com. We cannot talk about this stuff on YouTube, but there are a bunch of clips from this CNN town hall with Sesame Street filled with kids asking about the vaccine, when they can get it. Just unbelievable stuff. So you can hear me.
Again, I talked about this in an earlier video where we were talking about someone who there was another show, I think it was from Ireland, that involved kids talking about the vaccine. Again, kids can be afraid of the doctor. I wasn't as a kid, but a lot of kids are, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's understandable. It's a scary place for a child, especially considering as a child you know so little about the world. So demystifying these things for children, going to the doctor to get a vaccine, especially if it's something like a shot, because kids don't like shots, it can be good for them. It can help make them less afraid. It mitigates their fear in some way to have, especially someone that they see all the time, like Big Bird on TV or a Muppet or some other kid's character, talk about this with them, because those characters are often giving messages of education to these kids anyway, and they're familiar with them, so it makes it easier to get that message across, and they trust that figure in some way. So basically, I didn't see this, but I assume it involved Big Bird, and some kids asked questions about the vaccine or about COVID or whatever, and Big Bird gave answers to those questions. I would imagine these are honest medical answers put together by the people at PBS. However, vaccine nutbags, like A Call for an Uprising, or I should say anti-vax nutbags, are going to take this as nefarious because they think medicine is somehow a diabolical plot to microchip you. Oh boy, it's a good thing people don't walk around with a big brick full of microchips all day, every day. That sure would be embarrassing for anti-vaxxers if they believe something so stupid as to think they need to inject you with a microchip, and that people don't just voluntarily carry around microchips all day. Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
Unfiltered and, you know, fully able to express my feelings about just how effing low these people are and how they're using children and manipulating them.
Subtle ad placement.
With nothing but trash. And they go to Sesame Street, and this isn't mind control. This is sick is what it is. So that's available on my website, but I'm going to show you a clip in just 1 second. Just want to remind everyone, too, if you haven't subscribed to my other channel, okay, I know there's people out there that pretend to be me, things like that. These are the channels where I upload new content, my content, where you could reach out and comment on my videos if you're not a member of the website. So this channel, Call for an Uprising, right here, is my...
Why did he start a second channel with the exact same name and the exact same content? Here he has almost 400,000 subscribers, and he started this other channel that's also called A Call for an Uprising, but in all caps, and it has 45,000. I assume he's trying to evade being, like, delisted by YouTube or something, but you're really not supposed to do that, either way. Gonna put that on my conspiracy list as well. Fine. Weird.
My other channel that I'll be uploading on, as just waiting for it to get through the review process. So once it's through that, I'll be uploading over there. That's why this video is on this channel. But just make sure you pause it and subscribe. And now take a look at the kids making sure that Santa Claus, Satan Claus, is going to get vaccinated, and Dr. Fauci does what he does best. He lies.
Santa get the vaccine, and is it safe for him to go in the house?
How can Santa Claus safely give out presents with COVID-19 spreading everywhere? How can he do it?
Will Santa still be able to visit me in coronavirus season?
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm guessing this guy's gonna complain about these kids asking about Santa Claus and the answers that they're going to be given. Okay, first of all, if you're having any children in the room while you listen to me, you shouldn't do that. But I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to get the kids out of the room before I talk about some Santa stuff, if you know what I mean. So, you know, give me 10 seconds before I start talking about this so they don't have to hear the real thing I'm going to talk about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Also, why are you watching this with kids in the room? This is not a show for children. Don't do that. Either way. Okay, so let's talk about this. Kids care about this because kids are told that Santa Claus is real. Okay? Santa Claus is a thing that a lot of people tell their kids is real, and it's a fun little Christmas thing for them. Some people choose not to do that. That's also great. But a lot of kids believe in Santa. So when you're telling kids, hey, this COVID thing is a big deal, it's why you can't go to school, you know, they know about COVID, it's affecting their lives, kids are gonna reasonably have these questions. If we have to quarantine, Santa's going into everyone's houses. So how does that work? So you tell the kids, oh, he's been vaccinated or he's immune because magic or whatever. It's to preserve the illusion of Santa for these kids and also to assuage their fears about that belief. Like, I'm not here to tell you one way or another about, like, what you should do with your kids and Santa, because they're your kids. I don't care. But it's part of that narrative, right? Kids have these questions. It makes sense to answer those questions and get sort of a consistent narrative amongst all kids so they don't go to school and one kid, even their Zoom school online, if they're, like, interacting with other kids, it doesn't make sense, you know, for them to go, oh, my parents told me this. My parents told me this. So it just gives sort of a consistent narrative to the Santa thing. Okay? Cool.
What if he can't go to anyone's house or near his reindeer?
Well, I have to say I took care of that for you because I was worried that you'd all be upset. So what I did a little while ago, I took a trip up there to the North Pole. I went there and I vaccinated Santa Claus myself. I measured his level of immunity and he is good to go.
Stuff like this is fine. It's cute. It's kind of like how NORAD, yeah. So, NORAD does this Santa tracker thing, right? And this started, I think, because there was, back in the day, there was going to be a Santa tracker thing that was supposed to be a different number, but it somehow got replaced by the number for NORAD. So they just started actually giving out, like, oh, here's where Santa is. And they turned it into a little official thing. It's cute. It's a thing to show kids, like, oh, this is where Santa is or whatever. And then on, you know, Christmas Eve and Christmas, they do the tracker where they show a map and where Santa supposedly is during that time of the evening. Again, it's just like a cute thing. I'm on the fence about whether or not you should do the Santa thing with your kids. I don't have kids, so it's, you know, none of my business. They're your kids. I'm not telling you what to do. Just personally, I'm kind of on the fence because it is lying to your kids, but it is also like a cute thing to believe as a kid. I remember I have a lot of fond memories as a kid involving like Santa and belief in Santa and stuff. Arguably, it could also be used to teach your kids some skepticism, like once they get older and start to figure this stuff out for themselves. I don't know. Either way, it's fine. This is just a cute thing to do and assuage the fears of children about Santa in the coronavirus world that we live in right now. There's nothing wrong with this. A call for an uprising is just an asshole.
He can come down the chimney. He can leave the presents. He can leave, and you have nothing to worry about.
No, right, Dr. Fauci. So Dr. Fauci, in addition to what he tells adults out there, is also claiming Santa's real. Of course, we want to keep that in kids' heads. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
a lot of people have their kids believe in Santa.
Great to have some mythical satanic being.
Santa's not satanic. Santa is based on a variety of mythological creatures from European folklore. Sinterklaas, Papa Noel. Arguably, some people have said some elements have been taken from Odin. Saint Nicholas, the real person, the saint that is Christian, was also an inspiration for Santa Claus. Like, this is, you look this up, it's not a mystery, it's not a secret where the myth of Santa Claus comes from.
As the face of Christmas, when, I mean, why not, right? Why not? And then tell the kids out there that you went and did it yourself. I mean, this is just so perverse and sick in so many ways. This entire thing of what they've been doing with these Sesame Street town halls. And again, my full uncut, uncensored video is available on the website, so go check it out. Make sure you subscribe. It's well worth it. I also post...
I do appreciate that a lot of this stuff is now behind a paywall on his website, and therefore, I'm sure much fewer people are actually seeing it, so that's nice.
Posted some stuff in the...
This is stupid. Someone says, "No child wants a vaccine. This is shameful." Okay, kids don't want, like, vegetables either, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't eat vegetables, right? I don't base what's good for children on what the children want, okay? Kids aren't responsible. They're children. They don't know what is and is not good for them. They know what they like, but that's a different matter altogether.
Forum that everyone needs to see involving our friends at the LGBT. Okay? So if you...
What? Wait, what? I gotta go back.
See? Make sure you subscribe. It's well worth it. I also posted some stuff in the forum that everyone needs to see involving our friends at the LGBT.
I assume that's something they posted to his website about LGBT individuals, something probably... I would guess something homophobic that he doesn't want to post to YouTube because you would obviously get banned for that.
Okay? So if you miss me unfiltered, you don't have to miss out anymore. It's on the website. I want to thank you guys again. Let me know what you think of Fauci inoculating Saint Nick. Or should I say Saint Dick? Saint Santa or Saint Satan for the holiday season.
He's trying real hard to say clever things, but sometimes it just doesn't come.
How low will they get? Just seems like they'll continue to get lower. And no one sees an agenda? Interesting. Interesting stuff. Thank you guys for listening. God bless all of you and your families.
Ugh, he's such trash.
If you've ever...
Yeah, a bit shorter from him this week, but like... Again, he's got other videos on the vaccination, too.
This is... And
did he get a strike for anti-vax AIDS denialist stuff? Or AIDS, so probably just the anti-vaccination part.
The channel's done something for you, whether you enjoy the content and are talking about the vaccine. I've made it very clear that all of the zombies out there who are begging for it, I want them to go and get it. I hope that...
Oh yeah, you lost monetization altogether. Look at that.
They do. I just have said that because of my religious beliefs, that I don't want it. Now, this is what YouTube has sent me, and I want to show you, and then I want to ask you guys to do me a favor. If anybody's gotten anything out of this channel, and the channel's done something for you, whether you enjoy the content and are entertained by it, whether it's made you think differently and at least open your mind to the things that I'm talking about here, or it's helped you wake up and find Christ, I need everyone's help. The first thing I need is everyone to please subscribe to my other channel. This is my new channel, Sympathy.
Yeah, that's an evasion. You're not allowed to do that. But, like, if YouTube, like, demonetizes one channel, you can't just hop over to another channel. That's not how it works.
But if you're... I fully believe that this channel is being religiously discriminated against.
No, there are plenty of religious YouTube channels. It's because you spout absolute nonsense.
I look at the guidelines and the terms of service, And when they talk about religious discrimination on Google and on YouTube, they specifically talk about Jewish people, Muslim people. There's nothing in there about Christians being discriminated against because they've created the illusion that we're the big bad bully and we're the ones doing the discriminating. When if you follow any of these Christian YouTubers, whether they're a minister or not, they're just somebody who believes in Christ, you've seen what they've done to all this address. And if you have the free time and you care about this, comment. But the fact with like upheaving and you're going to have to cut my Johnson off and do a lot more than that because I'm not stopping off going anywhere. I always say you have to cut my tongue off to get me stopped. No, you're going to have to cut my tongue off and you're going to have to cut my Johnson off and do a lot more than that because I'm not stopping ever, ever, ever. You'll have to cut my head off, I guess. And I'm talking about the head on my shoulders. Okay? You're going to have to cut it off because I'm going to have to be 6 feet under for me to stop. And they don't get any strikes for bullying or hurting my feelings. Not that I'm flagging them. Nuts. But those people are allowed to say whatever. Responses to me, like, 4 to 6 hours a day doing video rebuke or responses to me. I mean, you got to have a lot of free time and a sad, sad existence to be doing that kind of stuff here.
That's very true. The time that I'm not doing a call for an uprising responses, it's just crying into the tinfoil constantly.
On YouTube, but those people are allowed to say whatever they want and call me nuts, and they don't get any strikes for bullying or hurting my feelings. Not that I'm flagging them, but I would assume that people who follow my channel would maybe see it and get mad about it. But they still have the right. Just imagine if you were in that spot and you didn't have a right to speak. And people just don't put themselves in this spot. They think it's funny, and they don't realize they're not going to be able to speak sooner or later. So please, if you can do some of these things, I'm going to start sending letters and faxing because I'm not taking this laying down.
I'm sure YouTube is going to love getting 20 faxes a day from this anti-vax guy. That's going to go well.
Already, seeking legal counsels for religious discrimination and termination in the workplace because that's really what this is. And maybe they're a private company, but you know what? You're not allowed to discriminate somebody based on their religious beliefs.
You're not being discriminated on because of your religious beliefs. You're being removed and demonetized because you peddle lies constantly, and not of the religious kind, but of the anti-vax kind. That's why. You also peddle QAnon nonsense, which isn't really a religious belief at all. It's just a conspiracy theory. That's why. So please, a call for an uprising. Please, please, please go spend money and go talk to a lawyer about this and have yourself laughed out of their office. It will be beautiful. I want to see you go and waste a lawyer's time with this stuff and explain to them that you're trying to tell people they banned me because I think Santa is satanic and that vaccines are going to be the mark of the beast. And then look at them in the eye and recognize the look that will be them going, oh no, I let this crazy person into my office.
The put up. And the things that they have set up in here with LGBT, vaxes, all this stuff is discriminating against what the Bible talks about.
Okay, we can do the gay agenda on the bingo card. That's fine.
And the things that we believe in, whether people think it's too harsh or not. And no one's even on here screaming at the top of their lungs that we need, this or that to occur, and these people need to die. And no one's saying that. I've never said that on my channel. People think I'm a violent guy. I'm not violent. Do I punch someone in the face? Sure.
Your channel is called A Call for an Uprising. Do you know what an uprising is?
But I kill somebody? No. That's not my job. God passes judgment on these people. And God will pass judgment on me as well. So I think it's just absolutely ridiculous what has occurred. I'm pretty upset about it. I'm trying to just, move forward from it. So I hope people will sub to my other channel. Let's try to get a call for an uprising. I'm just going to call it my main channel for now, which you can see, and it's in the comments, pinned in the comment section. Let's try to get that to 100,000 and get that channel going. And, I know people are like, well, they're just going to get it suspended again. Well, I still need to have a presence here because this is where I can reach people who are completely lost and it can wake them up. The people on my website are people who have been following the channel for a long time, and I greatly appreciate them, and I hope more of you will come over. So I'm sorry for just ranting about it. It's just, You know, and because that's what their goal is. That's the Georgia Guidestones. That's their 10 Commandments. That's allowed to be up here in America. But God forbid you have the 10 Commandments up anywhere.
The Georgia Guidestones are on private property where they can put whatever they want up. If you want to put a 10 Commandment statue on your own private property, a call for an uprising, you're free to do so. But you can't do it on public land, on a courtroom property, or a courthouse property, rather. That's the difference. Don't make false equivalences. It doesn't make you look great.
Right? I mean, it's another joke. So make sure you check out the other channel. Again, you could mail. We have to do snail mail or fax, if anyone even has fax machines anymore. YouTube, but I think it'll be worth it if they start feeling like, okay, let's just get this guy's channel back up running and leave him be.
They're not going to do that.
That would be great, because I just want a platform where I can speak freely, and if I'm following the guidelines, I should be able to. And that's that. So thank you guys again. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You're the best audience on YouTube. I appreciate all of you greatly. And any help you guys could provide from the options that I gave would be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys so much. God bless all of you and your families.
Well, that's good. I'm glad a call for an uprising is being disincentivized to peddle, you know, this dangerous nonsense. Because it really is. It really, really is. But yeah, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on for the next few months. I'm wondering if the ban evasion is gonna result in anything or what, but moving on. Let me get to some of these bit messages, and then we'll take a look at the bingo card. Bumble Homestead, thank you for resubscribing with an 8-month string. Hannah is going on the naughty list for denying the existence of Santa. Hey, it is what it is. I'll be on the naughty list, that's fine. I'll resell the coal at a profit. MMO addicted with 40 bits. You ruined Santa for me. The only thing bringing me joy in life. I'm canceling you, Hannah. Not going to be around anymore. Goodbye, everyone. Farewell, cruel Santaless world. Enreath with 20 bits. Dr. Fauci is like, yeah, I'm the guy that vaccinated Santa, acting like he's hot shit. MMO addicted to 20 bits. Fun fact, pretending Santa exists is the kindest thing my dad ever did for me, my parents in general. It's the only instance I know of when they got out of their way to do something purely for me and happiness. The Shadow Witch with 20 bits. Oh god, no, we don't want kids to believe in Santa. WTF, I mean, it's much better they believe in talking snakes, donkeys, and omnipotent mass-murdering Sky Daddy that will burn you in hell, little Billy, if you keep touching your no-no place and watching them evil Pokemans. Funny. Bingo card. Let's see where we're at with the bingo card. We have the gay agenda. And is that it? I think that might be it in terms of, like, bonus stuff. Word salad for Nathan just saying the names of the flat earth proofs? I don't think so, because again, I think that's legible, it's just silly. Satanic? Yeah, he did say Santa was satanic. No bingo yet? That's surprising. I have to start adding more bingo things on here. What's Pokemon 666? Some Christians think Pokemon is satanic or something. Okay, let's go with this for the next segment. There's some beef in the Flat Earth community, I guess. Globebusters, which is a pretty prominent Flat Earth channel, at least relative to the rest of the Flat Earth realm, apparently has some questions about this person not believing in gravity, or at least not believing that there's a downward accelerating force. Like I've said many times in this channel, Flat Earth has many different sects. Like, there are certain beliefs that most Flat Earthers believe, but, you know, it's going to depend on the individual Flat Earther because it's not a consistent worldview, it's pseudoscientific nonsense. So sometimes you'll get some conflicts in the flat earth where one person will believe one thing and another person believes another thing. Apparently Globebusters, at least the person who's representing Globebusters posting this, asks, I have a question. I hope all of you can bring your collective brain power to answer this question. It would sure help me a lot. Says, this is a question specifically to those who do not believe that a downward acceleration, aka gravity, exists and instead believe it's all about relative density equilibrium. So then we're going to have this flat earther whose channel this is, the name of this channel is Sleeping Warrior, trying to respond to Globebusters, and we'll see how this inter-flat earth conflict goes.
Calypso gets it. This video is dedicated to Bob from Globebusters. Recently he asked a couple of questions in a chat, and they were sent to me because it's me. Bob says, I have a question and I hope all of you can bring all of your collective brain power to answer this most difficult question. It would sure help me a lot. No problem, Bob, that's why we're here. This is a question specifically to those who do not believe that a downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, and that would be me, and instead believe that it's all about relative density equilibrium. Do you know what, Bob? At least you've dropped density buoyancy. Thank you, but capitals there, so then we know that you understand that it's a thing. Anyway, if I climb a ladder to 100 feet above the ground, I think it would be safe to say that the air or the atmosphere above me is less dense than where I am on the ladder and the air. Or, atmosphere below me is more dense than where I am on the ladder. Why, if I step off the ladder, will I fall down into the more dense medium instead of up into the less dense medium? If all is density equilibrium mediation, then shouldn't I fall up? Since there are those who claim that no downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, then we seem to have a small conundrum here. Calypso. Bob, I think it's because you're more dense than the Earth still.
Flat earthers calling each other stupid, inject it directly into my veins. Okay, so what's being discussed here is Bob apparently believes in gravity, at least in some way, shape, or form, maybe not as science understands it, but he recognizes, you know, you drop things, they fall the same direction every time, towards what we would know as the center of the Earth, or what, as a flat earther, would consider, like, universal down. Universal down doesn't exist, of course. Objects fall towards the center of mass of the object they are being attracted towards, being the center of the Earth, here on the Earth. Other flat earthers, however, do not believe gravity exists. They do not believe that there is a force accelerating objects downward. They believe that it all works because of density. You see this when you have like a water and oil, right? Oil is denser than water. They will separate out and they'll be layered one on top of the other. They believe that everything works this way. They think that everything works this way, apparently without the recognition that the reason the denser things go towards the bottom is because, being denser, they have more mass and therefore are attracted more strongly by gravity, right? So this is going to be an interesting argument, because I don't think this person understands. They're going to be arguing in favor of the density model of things falling down. I don't think they understand that if you believe density is a thing and the reason things fall down, you still have to explain why they fall a certain direction, right? If it were just a density thing, they might separate out, but the direction they separate is going to be random, right? The reason when denser things go to the bottom, again, is because they're more attracted, because there's more mass in the same area, because they're denser. So really, if what this guy was saying was true, sure, water and oil would separate, but they should separate, like, randomly, right? Up, down, bottom, left, and right. It should be different. But it's not, because, again, gravity exists. So I'm curious how he's going to try and explain this in such a way as to not make him look bad. I think he's probably going to do a bad job.
Well done, Calypso. Calypso gets it. Globebusters back to Calypso. But I am more dense than the air above me. Why am I not falling up? Bob, mate, we've been saying this for years, and you've been fighting it for years. And today, hopefully, because you're asking legitimate questions, you're going to get your answer. But you've got to understand what we're saying here. It's not difficult, but you've just got to understand it. Okay? So, here we have the density tower. And ordinarily, I would say I'd normally wipe off all these labels and I would just put in relative numbers. And I could pick random numbers as long as they're scaling in numerical order, because the order comes from the density of the medium. I would use normally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've all
Again, so let me go through this so you understand. I assume you guys get it, but just in case, we have a tower that's illustrating density as it relates to how things separate out, especially liquids, though there are some solids in there, ping pong balls, cherry tomatoes, bolts, dice, stuff like that. The densest material goes down, and then it sort of layers in terms of density, because it's going to separate out. All these different liquids apparently don't like each other, so they're going to separate out based on their density, and they're going to do so in such a way because denser materials are going to settle closer to the gravitational pull because they're denser, meaning they have more mass in the same amount of space.
me do it many times. I could use 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I could use 72, 73, 74. So long as the numbers are scalar, there's your direction, and your magnitude comes from your relative mass relative to it.
Why, though? This works with gravity because, again, the density is being attracted by gravity towards a specific direction. But why would that be the case in the absence of gravity?
But on this occasion, I'm actually going to keep it exactly the way it is because it benefits me to do so, because it makes my editing far more easier, and I can demonstrate this. Okay, so Bob asks, why am I not falling up? Well, this is really relatively easy, Bob. And you've got to understand relativity. Not Einsteinian general relativity, just relativity generally speaking. We do live in a relative world because we are that relative thing. Everything's relative to us. That's why when I shake your right hand, to me it's your left hand. I know to you it's your right hand, but to me, the way I see it, it's your left hand.
Okay, but in that case, we're talking about, again, it's still the same hand, though, right? We're calling it different things because we have, like, left and right, and that's subjective. But what are you going to apply this to that you think this applies to this scenario?
Because everything's relative. Directions are all relative to a human. There are no absolute directions. I know you say there are, but there aren't, because the human needs to be there to perceive it.
I mean, when we describe directions, we're describing a thing, but yeah, it's usually relative to ourselves. Of course it is. That's why we're using directions.
Not the human, it would be either to the sky or to the ground, or in my case, I would say it's to the less dense, and then ground would be towards more dense. That's it.
But again, why?
Now, density tower. I need something so that I can move. So here we have Bob, and we know by keeping these densities of these mediums, bear in mind that these are fluids. Normally I use these with like gases, or you can use gases or fluids. Fluids and gases and liquids, they're all treated as fluids.
Gases are fluids. Gases are fluids. I think you mean liquids. Liquids are not gases, but gases and liquids are fluids.
But we're going to keep them as liquids. Fluids, liquids, because it works better for this demonstration. Bob, we know, is density of Bob's mass is relative to water. It's a little bit more, a little bit less. It depends on his particular body style. A muscly guy is going to be more dense than the medium of water. A not muscly guy is going to be less dense. So we know that Bob is going to be water density, and we know that Bob's less dense than water because he's got less muscle.
Okay, but people are mostly water. I accept this, but there's also, like, protein and lipids and stuff also in there, and I know there's liquid involved in those things, but, like, yeah, people can certainly be, how do I put this? If you have a lung full of air, you're probably buoyant, at least to an extent. If you let all the air out of you, sometimes you will sink. I guess it probably does depend on the individual, but I know if I let all the air out of myself, I can sink.
So we know that Bob's relative position, he's going to sit in the middle here. Now, if Bob was to get a ladder and place his ladder I know there's no ground here, but imagine that's where the ground was, so that he would have something to put the ladder on, and then lift himself out of that medium, he would go less dense into. His density would stay the same, but his density relative to the medium the medium's getting less dense around him. If he jumps off the ladder, he's going to gently go back down to where he was, because that's where he came from.
Probably not so gently if we're talking about a ladder in the Earth, like on the Earth. He'll accelerate to terminal velocity, or he'll hit the ground before that. But I guess in this, he's in the liquid for some reason. Fine.
Because he's in equilibrium. He's the density of the water. However, if we tie a rope to his legs and pull him downwards towards the more dense medium, or Bob Blurfers would say towards the centre of the Earth, and then let go of the rope, he wouldn't fall down then, would he? He'd fall up.
But that doesn't happen. If I dig a big hole and I go jump in the hole, I don't float out of the hole. What?
So when Bob asks, why is it that he is not falling up? The answer is twofold. It's one, because he's not a helium balloon, and it's two, because he's far more dense than the medium that he's in. Both statements are true.
But no, this isn't how it works. If I dig a hole and I go into that hole, even if you covered it in dirt or whatever, I'm not going to float up. I'm going to stay in that dirt. What are you talking about? And even in, like, the ocean, sure, I could be buoyant to an extent, but if I get down far enough and there's enough water pressure above me, then it starts to push you down further. Again, in part due to gravity. Does he think if you jump in a hole, you float out of it?
It depends on which perspective you take. Is it because Bob is more dense than the medium? Yeah, he's going to be seeking his equilibrium, because in air, he's miles away from his equilibrium point, isn't he? Because he's far more dense than it. But when he's in water, he's a lot closer to it. So because he's a lot closer to it, we can demonstrate it in water. That's why swimming pools are really useful. But here's the thing, Bob. We all know that you don't like doing what you're told. So I'm going to respectfully make you move without you wanting to move. We know that your density is equal to the water, give or take a little bit. If I add salt to that water, I can make Bob move. And he doesn't want to move, but I can make him move. So by changing the density of the water around Bob, I can make Bob move.
Okay, but again, this is about, like, buoyancy? If you're talking about water with salt in it? You're talking about density and buoyancy, things that require gravity to function the way we observe them to function, which is why buoyancy, if you look at the equation to calculate buoyancy, the gravitational constant is a part of that formula, because if we're talking about it, then the order in which these things end up filtering because of their density is relative to the direction gravity is pulling. You cannot just say, well, density. That's not an answer to what is being asked here. Even Bob, who is a flat earther and not good at his job, because I've seen plenty of Bob's stuff before over on Globebusters, even Bob is recognizing, like, okay, but you need a force to explain why denser things go down and less dense things go up, relatively speaking. And the real scientific reason is because of gravity. If you don't have a force explaining why things order in one way and not another, then you've completely missed the point of the question Bob is even asking. We're almost at the end of the video and you haven't answered the question. People understand that, oh, the density of a material is going to make it, filter differently and go into different layers on something like this with a density tower and in real life. But that works the way it does because of gravity. You can't just take gravity out of this and expect it to make sense, because it doesn't. Why is the bolt at the bottom and not at the top if there's no gravity? The idea of buoyancy or density in and of itself means nothing in the absence of gravity. It could shoot any given direction. It would just want to separate from the material. Why would it go down if it's more dense without gravity? Why down? Why down?
There's nothing funny
Bob's
about
going
the
to
tools
move
of
up
capitalism.
in his language, but in my language it's seeking his equilibrium because I've just made it more dense around him. So that pushes Bob up. Pressure. It pushes against the walls of the container and against the liquids above and below it, and Bob can't sustain it. He can't remain in this he's out of. When I add the salt, he's out of equilibrium, and he's now in disequilibrium. And as the density increases around him, he's going to now relocate because pressure pushes him. I'm increasing the pressure around him by increasing the density.
Again, though, why does the pressure push one way as opposed to another? What?
So the independent variable is change in the density of the medium. The effect is that there is an acceleration, and it's caused by pressure.
Like, okay, here's an example. When the bolt, which is at the very bottom, gets put at the top of this glass, if we're just talking about pressure and not gravity, when you put the bolt there, why doesn't the bolt sit on the top? Because there'd be pressure if there was no gravity and things worked the way you work. I'm trying to explain this because it doesn't work, because it's not how the world works. If there was some sort of nebulous pressure that existed in the absence of gravity, the second the bolt comes in contact with something that would exert that pressure, it should just stop. It wouldn't go through it and then down. That's not how that works. The reason it goes through it and down is because the bolt is being pulled by gravity. You need a force, some sort of vector, to explain why it's going that direction. I don't think this guy understands the question Bob was even asking.
Could be the pressure as well, right? It could be, there's all kinds of forces
it could be.
we're talking about. Yeah,
It could be. I don't know. That's the whole thing. But the
Everybody that understands relative density disequilibrium understands this.
You don't even understand it, because you don't understand that gravity is important in explaining these phenomena.
Bob, if you don't understand it and you still won't talk to me about it, and you still don't get this video, go back to Calypso, because Calypso gets it, and he understands it, and he knows that the cause was me causing the adding the mass, because that's what happened, Bob. You became the egg.
What? Why did it just turn into a Britney Spears music video? Hashtag save Bob. Oh no. Flat Earth beef is fun. Just because it's just a bunch of wrong people yelling at each other. That's fun. I'll be the correct person yelling at them, which definitely isn't a waste of my time. It is what it is. Anyway, that's probably gonna be it for today's Tinfoil Tuesday. We've been going for a little over 3 hours. If you haven't, give me, I'm gonna have to gift a sub to someone randomly because no one won bingo, which is shocking to me. We got so many today and no one won. So I'll gift to a random person in a second. Thank you everyone though. Here's a link to my YouTube channel in the chat if you haven't subscribed already. I'm sure all of you already have, but if you haven't, check it out. Let's do a gift sub randomly. Let's see who it goes to. Do.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Who did it go to? It went to Levelhead Turner. There you go. You got a gift sub. Let me get through these bit messages and then we'll raid someone. Pixel Torture, thank you for following. Yorgi Darkwing, thank you for following. Symbol VDL, thank you for following. Xenon Exemer, thank you for resubscribing with Prime with a 4-month streak. Ashibu74, thank you for the 20 bits. But if he doesn't believe in gravity, his other flat earth beliefs don't work, so gravity must be fake. I guess so. That was me gifting a sub, and then Enreath with 30 bits. Night, y'all. Indeed. Good night, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Let me see who I can raid. You made me endure Riley. I'm now exhausted. Have my bits. Thank you. We'll do Squid.
Subscription to Skeptics Australia.
So thanks everyone. Again, I keep repeating myself. Sorry. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow for something else. Chud Watch, I think, because I didn't do it Monday, so we'll do some Chud Watch. I think John Doyle has a new video coming out. Hopefully it'll be out by tomorrow, and we can give it a watch. Have a good night, everyone. Chat is valid, as always. See you guys next time.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.